Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Monday night. So it's Monday Night Metals. We got the usual panel, me and Blue Collar, or should I say Blue Collar and myself, with special guests, Stacker, Factor, and Stacker Pupper.
What's up, everyone?
What's up, Factor? What's up, Pupper? Look at Pupper, man, chilling.
Pupper is chilling,
That dog is quiet.
living the dream.
Yeah. She's
Yeah,
like,
she's happy.
where's my bed of $50,000 worth of silver
Platinum right
ingots?
now. She got some platinum maples earlier this week, so she's pumped.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
are
we're
pretty
going to talk about
badass.
that.
You started buying that platinum at just the right time, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm going to call
Yeah,
out
Well,
the
I
chat
was
real
just
quick.
playing the silver to platinum ratio. You know, it's the craziest it's ever been in pretty much in history.
now were you trading silver to get the platinum?
Yeah, I was trading silver to get the platinum.
That's smart. Yeah, it was what, like 3.07 or something?
I was down to like 27 ounces, 27 buffaloes for an ounce of platinum.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good trade.
oh yeah.
That's a good trade. It's above
It-
30
it-
now, though, isn't it? Well, not now. I mean, right now, I mean, shit. Silver went way up today. What it was up almost $2, but I think it pulled back a little bit after hours tonight. But
Yeah, it dropped a little, but we were up over 5% earlier today. But like clockwork, you know, it gets slammed as soon as it starts getting within about 20 cents of 35. They're not going to let it go over.
yeah,
All right, I'm
when
going
you're
to call out
talking
chat
about,
real quick, then we'll get back to that one. What's up, guys? We got FG Stacker, B Taylor in the house with the fist bump as always. FG with the pink hand wave. Scrap Metal Racing in here with the popcorn is early, nice and early. Mitchy Stacker is away from his done with his live stream, joining us. Thank you, sir. Ozark Buck just bought him up some silver the other day, so he's joining us here. Says have a fire going here, but he's listening in. Humble Stacker here is in here, who will be on here Saturday morning. Who else do we got? Bean Becky. Aunt Becky is in here. Thank you for being here. She wants to know if Humble got her email. Littlefoot is in here. He has his foot in the door. Thanks for showing up. Stacker Staker Bread Maker is here. Throwing up the what's up and the little fist bump. Let's see. And I think I have everybody. Am I caught up? Am I caught up? Phoenix Coins is in here. Sobriety and Silver. And Robert Wojciechowski. All right. I think I have everybody.
What's up, Mr. Death from Below?
And like we said, we have Stacker Pupper, Stacker Factor. That is a quiet Chihuahua.
Yeah. Yeah, she is.
Let's see if what the chat has to say today.
Is that a gold monster box in the background there?
Did we lose him?
I don't know. We got the video. No audio though. Doesn't that look
Factor,
like
are you there? Factor. Mr. Factor. Come in, Mr. Factor. Oh, we lost him. Oh no.
Oh no.
Hope we don't have a phone overheating issue.
Oh, he's out. All right, he'll come back in. He probably just shut it down to come back in, so keep your eye open on that.
His audio was a little choppy, so.
Yeah, there was something going on there.
Littlefoot says, I don't know if I'm allowed to break the poker chip rule. I have some stickers coming that fit a $50. I'll find out if that's frowned upon. No, you know, I don't have any stickers or poker chips, so.
Dub C's in the house. What's up, Mr. Dub C?
Littlefoot says he's hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit.
Oh, nasty. Oh, gross. He stuck his phone in the LBS freezer, Sobriety and Silver says.
Oh, no.
Dub C's kicking it.
Oh, Stacking Surfer says he's sitting at the MGM Grand right now,
Oh,
enjoying the 105-degree weather. Well, it did cool off a little bit because it might start raining here. Feels like it wants to rain.
Where
Stacker is back.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's breaking up. It's kind of a bad connection or something.
Your audio is a little choppy for some reason.
Okay, I'm gonna restart my phone and try again. I'll be back.
Okay. No worries.
We're used to that. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Sobriety and Silver says he is late. You are not late. You're never late, brother.
Nah,
Never late to the party.
never late. So check out my new dragons, huh?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's there's so much detail in that, dude. Look at that. How long does that take to print?
That piece,
Yeah.
that might take 4 hours.
You gotta be kidding me. Like, how does it do the tail? Like, how does it like go? I can't figure out how these things work.
It puts up supports. So like there'll be a little thing underneath the tail and you got to snap it off and everything.
Oh, I see. Okay. So like when it first prints out, it's soft, it's malleable, I guess.
No, it's just like you're holding it now.
Really? So it
But it'll
comes.
print out like thin supports that you can just snap off of there nice and easy.
I got you. Yeah,
Me and
but I mean,
Becky, his dog's name is Stacker Pupper. At least that's what he calls him. So
that's right.
um evening
James,
Dub C. I'm just trying to catch up on chat right now.
James Diamond is in the house.
He's stuck. Oh, there we go. I just caught up with that.
Yeah, the amount of detail involved in this. This is the one I think that my wife wanted. And I said, yeah, get me that spiny one. Look at all them
Dude, if there's
spines.
ever anything you want me printed, just let me know. There's a whole. I got an app and it just has like you search shit up and it comes up.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, it was just I happened to be on 007 stream and picked those guys up. And I can't remember what else did I pick up. Oh, the pirate. Got the pirate.
Like, look, you scroll dragon and you just get like all this shit that you can.
Oh, yeah, I see. Got this awesome pirate. What else did I get, Mr. 007? I don't remember. I got some grain cards. And, oh, I know what I got. Here, over here.
Oh man, some of them channels make a big deal about giving out one. I'm giving gold, and it's like a half a quarter of a grain of a gram of a grain.
I got a tube of these Haley bugs.
Oh, those are sweet.
Yeah,
Can't go wrong with Haley bug stuff.
got a tube of them. That was
Wait. Littlefoot says it was super hot today, 81 degrees. I don't want to hear it. It was 105 already out here.
oh yeah. Well, like I said before, when we were in the back, we get like 90 every day now. That's pretty much it. We're 90 every single day.
Hacking Surfer said he's going to a Run DMC concert tonight.
No shit.
Says
That's
he's in jeans and a sport coat at my company's software conference.
nice.
I hate software conferences.
Now, where are you seeing that? Because I ain't seeing that in the chat.
I'm
Oh,
stuck.
okay.
I'm way behind still. I'm still trying to catch up.
Okay, I got you. And I'm also behind because I'm watching on my iPad and that's like already 10 seconds behind.
Sobriety and Silver, I never heard anything about getting one of the little alien dudes, bro. Sobriety and Silver, email me. Let me know. I'm not sure which one you wanted. I still have to send out one for somebody. It's in my email. I'm sending out the one with the fart on it to somebody, but I
Yeah.
can print another one. I'm not sure if you want. I got a keychain, and then I have this little guy with the little rock on type pumpkin things. I have the sitting aliens that you guys have seen and the alien fart dust.
Hmm.
Email me and let me know which one you're interested in. Sobriety and Silver. I'll hook you up, brother.
Keep an eye out
Uh,
for Mr. Factor in the background there.
yeah, I'm trying to find. He's not in yet. Phoenix says he uses tree supports. Yeah, that's the easiest way. They snap off real easy.
Whoop.
James Diamond, what's up? Everyone watching close to chat and like the video. Thank you, appreciate it.
I love these
The
little
dragon is
Dragon
fired.
5 grammars.
Stacker Staker says, don't forget your Adidas when you're going to the Rum DMC concert.
My Adidas. Yeah, I remember those guys. Back in the day.
Being Becky says, like Whippets Vegas. I'm not sure what you mean.
Like
Maybe I
whippet,
can print you whippets. Is that what you were asking?
or
Big community of prints, being back in almost see an
or
email.
like laughing gas.
Yeah, that's what she said. Run DMC, and I was like, whippets.
Yeah, the good old days, right?
Stacking Surfer, you're filming some videos for the channel for Wednesday. Nice.
Very cool.
There are a couple coin shops out here if you have time. Not sure if you have time.
No sign of Mr. Factor yet, huh?
No, not yet.
Wonder if it's
B. Taylor says he went to a reunion in Florida, 100 degrees by noon every day. Ugh.
oh, who did that?
B. Taylor said that.
100 degrees. You must have been in Orlando, Central Florida. That's the only place that gets that hot.
FG says we're both behind. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah, Central Florida. Actually, where B and Becky is, it stays fairly cool because of the ocean.
Oh, B and Becky wants me to print whippets. Let me see. I don't know what it's gonna come up with. Let me search whippets and see what it comes up with. Littlefoot says, what does FG stand for? Then telling everybody that stands for freaking genius, but I don't know the real answer.
I know the real answer, but I'm not going to say. It's the town that he lives in.
The town, Fort George.
No, Forest Grove. He just put it in there.
Oh, there you go.
Forest Grove, Oregon. I didn't want to say that because obviously, I didn't want to out your town. But if you do it, that's good.
Yeah, I don't want anybody to know where I live either.
Yeah, everybody knows where you live.
I'm real discreet.
What was that guy? Oh no, I'm not even gonna get into it.
Uh-oh.
Nope, staying out of it. Gotta stay out of trouble tonight.
They got Italian Greyhound and Greyhound. Whippet, there's a Whippet bust. I could do a bust.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Let's see, like that. A little bust of a Whippet. Dude, these 3D printers can print crazy stuff, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, it says you may have to search greyhounds.
Greyhounds.
Greyhounds. It's something to do with dogs, I guess.
Yeah. She has Whippets. That's her dogs. They have
Oh.
like this thing you can print out.
All right. See, I wasn't aware of that. I don't know what that is even.
Like a type of Greyhound, I guess.
I guess so.
Speaking of dogs, what up, dog?
Hey guys, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Cool. Yeah, I actually had to switch phones. My iPhone died on me for some reason.
Oh, no way.
Freaking iPhones.
Of course, like right before the stream starts,
Right. So what did
But
you?
this one has a little bit better of a camera, so I think I get some better shots.
Yeah. What is that? What kind of phone is that one?
This one's a Samsung, just
Okay. So
an old burner phone that I had from back in the day.
is that a 2-ounce turtle?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a thick sister.
Yeah, I can't find capsules for these. I got a couple of them, but they don't fit in the Queen's Beasts or the Canadian Creatures capsules for 2 ounces.
So it's bigger than 39 millimeter, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I got something that's the same way. It's like 40 millimeter, double thick, and cannot find anything for it.
Hey, if the chat asks me any questions, can you guys read them off to me? Because I can't look at my computer from this spot in my office here.
Yeah,
No
anybody have any questions for Mr. Factor? Just shout them out. We'll relay them.
Cool. Hey, what were you guys talking about?
What
We
were
were just killing time and talking about 3D printer shit.
Oh, nice.
Waiting for the real talk.
Yeah,
Talking
well,
price action and everything going nuts today.
yeah, 5%. That's
Yeah.
pretty real talk, man.
Hell yeah. I love that video that you did when you were like making fun of, I think it was Yankee or one of the bigger guys. Oh, I hope it goes down.
I think it was Silver Dragons. And I actually like Silver Dragons a lot, but I can't stand it when people talk like that. It's just
Yeah,
like, why would you want it to go down? Just because your broke ass hasn't stacked enough? It's like, come on. Everyone else wants it to go up who's stacking,
right.
It's such like a contrarian take.
Yeah, I
It's
want
like
it
a
to go
dollar.
down
It's like,
so I can
well,
stack more. And you were like, fuck you, go stack copper.
check out this Morgan I got from somewhere. It
How
was
did
lucky
that?
number buyer number 84.
Oh, you got that one. Look at that. What year is that?
You should know. You sold it to me.
No, I don't. I don't
Hey,
remember.
those square capsules are sexy.
Yeah, those are the
1984.
guardhouse Tetra or something they're called. Really cool capsules and they're only 50 cents each. I mean, I think they're great.
It's an 1884, and then I got an 85. Oh,
85
good
0.
looking Morgans, man.
Show me $15. Yeah.
So I got a question for you, Stacker Factor.
Yeah, what's up?
Why are you so heavy on platinum? I had to think.
Well, I've always liked the metal. If you've ever like held a platinum 1 ounce, which you probably have in your hand, just that weight and the beauty of the metal is the first thing. But the second thing is the silver to platinum ratio right now is the highest it's ever been in history. So to me, that's a no-brainer. It's rarer than gold, and platinum, just like silver and gold, has magical properties. I forget which actual elements it does what to, but basically it can transform one element into another element just by touching it. That's why it's used in catalytic converters. I love platinum jewelry. A lot of people have platinum wedding rings. I like platinum chains. When you have a platinum chain on, like it, even if it's like razor thin, it's still heavy, and it's just cool. I don't know, man. I like heavy metal, the music and the elements, and platinum is just to me very very undervalued. You hear a lot of detractors saying stuff like, "Oh, there's no real uses for platinum," but they're not thinking ahead. Platinum is going to be used quite a bit in the future. It's going to be used a lot for space, and being able to compact that many little atoms into one tiny little space is something that right now hasn't really been fully utilized. And I think in the future it will be.
Yeah, the density of it is pretty awesome. I don't own any platinum, but my coin guy OJ had a couple of 1 ounces in there, and I was checking them out, comparing them to the gold, and just nice heavy piece. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The only
And
platinum I own is my wedding band, and it's funny because like one time somebody handed me his gold one, and the weight it's different. It's crazy. You can definitely tell the difference in the weight between gold and platinum.
well, most of the people in the chat probably know this, but you can fill up, what is it, like one Olympic sized swimming pool or 3 Olympic sized swimming pool with all the gold that's ever been mined, but you can only fill up one to your ankles with all the platinum that's ever been mined. So, that just goes to show you just how rare that element is. And it really hasn't been mined for that long, only about 100 years or so. So it's just really just a unique metal. And in my opinion, it's worth stacking. And same with osmium right now. Osmium prices have just been skyrocketing over the last few years. And it's just a super cool metal as well. It's even more dense than platinum, and one of the most rare things in the whole universe. So if you guys have a chance to ever grab osmium, do it. They usually sell it in pretty small amounts too, so it's not that expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Long Live Coins is big into that.
Who was?
Long Live Coins.
Oh,
He
cool.
does like He's big
Yeah.
into it.
I think
Dub C was just
Space
talking
Miner
about it.
too, right? Isn't Space Miner into that?
I think Space Miner too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Littlefoot
You know,
wants to
they
know what's the coin you've had the longest? Not his oldest, but the one you have had the longest.
you asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof. Hold on one second. Let me grab it.
There you go. Dub C says he's never watched any of the big guys. Dub C, that's because you are a big guy. Nobody, you just watch your own content.
Yeah, that's like a lateral move for you, Dub.
They
For the
bore
rest
you.
of us, we're looking up at those guys.
Cool, Kev. What's up, North Las Vegas?
All right. So I don't think this is the coin I've had the longest. That would probably be a silver eagle. But this one here I got really early on, and this has been my kind of carry everyday piece. So it's one of my oldest ones. It's a Ghana Alien. I think it's a 2021 maybe. I've had silver eagles since 10 years ago, but I don't really want to show you guys silver eagles because they're not as sexy as this piece.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
that
cool. What's
thing's
the other
pretty.
side?
It's got the
Okay.
queen with some space age design there.
Is that
Crop
made by
circles.
Scottsdale?
That's a good question. I actually don't know. It wouldn't surprise me though.
Yeah, because I got a piece that looks almost exactly like that. It's like a half ounce. It's a half ounce. Is that an ounce or a half ounce?
Yeah, it was a full ounce. So I started stacking about 10 years ago, but it was pretty much just American silver eagles. And it wasn't even that much. It was like maybe a tube a year. But then I'd say probably 2021 or so, I started stacking really, really heavy. And this was one of the first ones that I got.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
And
good question. Then,
go ahead.
Littlefoot. That takes you to Littlefoot's next question. Do you stack or collect more?
Oh, stack, 100%.
He says the coins that he sees you doing do not look low premium, but you get good deals on them though.
That's the thing. I buy them privately, private markets, and I don't really go out hunting for a specific coin. I'll just see someone post like a collection of 20 coins, and I'll just buy them. Just bid on the lot, and if you're early, you almost get it every time if you give them asking price. It's not so much like eBay where it's competitive. It's just they'll post something with the price, and first one to grab it grabs it.
So it's like a buy it now thing, and that's on, you said, Reddit, right?
Yeah, it's PMs for sale on Reddit, and yeah, it's buy it now. And the only kind of downside to that is you need to really be watching it like all the time, because people will post things at random times. A lot of times people will need money because like their dog is sick and they need vet bills, or they lost their job. So some guy will just post maybe 50 beautiful coins for spot, and you can just jump on them. But yeah, I don't pay premiums. That's something that I refuse to do.
Yeah, no, that's a
Nothing wrong with
great way
that.
to do it.
I'm afraid of that Reddit though. Like I've seen stuff on there and I'm like, it just scares me to like throw that type of money at somebody and hope it goes through.
So there is a feedback system. It's a lot like eBay. So you can see a seller who's maybe got 150 feedback for selling feedback. There's buyer and seller feedback. And if you buy from those reputable sellers and you can build up your buyer feedback, say you buy 10 things from some guy with really high seller feedback, then if some newbie posts a sale with little or no feedback, you can make them ship to you first because you have the already established feedback. And that way you can't get ripped off, because if you don't get it, then you just don't have to pay them. But I've never had that happen. It's a pretty cool community. The mods are all over it. I have seen people post stuff that's obviously, they're obviously scammers, and they usually get banned right away. But it's pretty easy to tell when someone's scamming. If someone posts, a tube of silver eagles for like $100 under spot, it's pretty obvious they're just trying to rip someone off.
Right. All right, now
But yeah,
Littlefoot wants to know what percentage of Stacker Factor stack is 90%.
oof. I got about 3 tubes of Morgans and Peace Dollars, but that's it. I don't really care for 90%.
E Taylor says platinum grills. Yes, that is. B Taylor, have you watched any of Stacker Factor's content? He has a platinum grill.
No, I got a 10K grill. I got a 10K grill that I paid $1,000 for, but I asked about a platinum one,
Oh,
and
you said it was platinum. No.
no, it's 10K white, 10K gold.
Oh,
I
I
actually
thought that
wanted
was
a
platinum.
I wanted a silver grill, but silver's not great for grills. It's a harder metal on your teeth, and it tarnishes in your mouth really easily. Um, so I got 10K gold, but I did ask about a platinum grill, and I was quoted in the range of like, I think it was between $6,000 and $10,000. So passed on that.
I thought you had said it was platinum, and that's why when we were like, damn, I knew it wouldn't be cheap for a platinum grill, that's for sure.
No. Yeah, platinum's just way too hard of a metal to work with, and it's probably not great for your teeth either.
Right.
All right, Littlefoot says, does Stacker Factor think the new robots will have silver contacts, seeing that it's the best conductor known?
Absolutely. Why not? Any kind of high-end electronic device, which is where the future is going, will absolutely need silver. There's no way around it. There are new inventions coming out with like graphene, but I honestly don't think that it can hold up as well as silver. Silver is a pretty hardy material.
All right, next question. Stacker, staker, bread maker, dividend taker. He says he's included some platinum in his stack. Would you ever consider trading platinum for gold? And if so, at what ratio?
Platinum for gold. I
That's a good
would,
question.
but for me, it would be a 1-to-1 ratio.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's going to be tough to find though.
Yeah, and even then, I used to stack a lot of gold. I had a huge, beautiful gold collection, and the gold prices to me are just a huge turnoff. And I don't think gold is really worth that much more than the other metals. I really don't.
Mm. So you're
Gold is like a pair of Nikes when you can get another pair of running shoes that are just as good for way cheaper, just because they don't have that check mark on them.
right. So you're okay with the gold to silver trade that I did?
What you trade?
I traded 2.15 ounces of gold for 215 ounces of silver, right at 100 to 1.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's what stacking's all about, man.
Yeah, I'm hoping we get back down to like 70 or 80 and switch it back and just go back and forth.
Yeah, no, you lucked out. I did most of my gold around 90 to 1 a few
Yeah,
years ago.
yeah. It was
At
just when it hit
98.92 right
100, I
now.
was just like, yeah, it's time.
It shot up at like 102 like the last night or the night before, and then with this big spike to today it dropped down.
Yeah, it was back down to like 97 and change today.
James Diamond says, how do you guys feel about artificial toning silver rounds? I'm not
Nah.
a fan of toned stuff. I don't know.
I don't mind artificial toning on a custom piece like this one. This is cool.
Yeah,
But
that's a great piece.
That's
to
freaking awesome.
artificially tone regular silver rounds, I'm not big on it myself.
Yeah, me neither. Not a fan.
Yeah.
Same with
Toning's
painted
become like
stuff,
a fad lately. I don't know. Like everybody's all hyped up on toning.
Well, you look in the Morgan world, toning is like it's just so overrated. It's not even funny.
Yeah,
If you go
People
on Whatnot and
they'll keep paying
there's
up for it.
Yeah, on Whatnot they're paying like an extra $100 just because it's toned, and I'm like, I don't see it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
People just started toning copper.
Yeah, now they're toning copper, dude.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
SM, what's up? He says he gave away a gram of platinum thinking it was silver. Ouch.
Ooh.
That hurts. Well, I mean, how much is a gram of platinum? That's got to be like what, $30, $35?
Yeah, it goes for about 40.
Yeah, so I guess it's not the end of the world, but it does suck.
Yeah, it's still about 10 times difference.
Yeah. Oh, thinking it was silver. Yeah, yeah. No, it's like 30 times difference.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
was
seeing a
funny.
video. I can't remember who made it, but somebody found a platinum coin in like a junk silver bin. And instead of just buying it, they told the dealer when they went to pay for it.
Uh,
I saw that somewhere, or one of the big channels or something said something that happened on one of the big channels or something too. I think I want to say like Silver Dragons, I think, or something. They were looking at something and it ended up being or somebody came in to sell some, and they told the guy, they were like, well, that's not silver, that's platinum. Like the coin shop actually told him, that's stand up right there. That's cool.
Yeah, that's real cool.
yeah, I can understand a coin shop, but if you find it, if you find something and
I don't know if I find it in the silver bin and it's platinum, I think I'm gonna shut my mouth.
Yeah, me too, man.
You know they paid for it like it's silver.
right, exactly. They
Yeah,
bought it as if it
true.
was silver.
True.
That happened.
So it's not like they're paid. It's not like they paid up to the customer and said, wait. You know what I mean? They ripped off the customer, so I'm gonna rip them off.
And if they did pay up and then they put it in the silver bin, they deserve to lose it.
They need to fire somebody for that shit.
Yeah.
Well, the
But
interesting thing about platinum is you don't see it a lot at LCSs. Actually, I've never seen platinum at an LCS. But when you go to sell it privately, you get a lot of people like coming at you trying to buy it. So it's kind of cool that way because gold and silver, a lot of people actually just buy it at their LCS. But with platinum, if you have it, it's really easy to sell it privately if you know how to do that.
yeah. I've seen it at my my LCS.
Yeah, my LCS, they'll have a couple pieces in there every now and then. Whatever comes across the counter for them.
Yeah, I've definitely seen it there. That's the only place I've really seen it. Never saw it at like a pawn shop or something. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. Hoping to find something at a pawn shop. They don't know what it is,
Yeah.
Do you guys ever
Little
go troll the pawn shops? I've never actually been in a pawn shop looking for PMs.
Oh yeah, I found some really good stuff in pawn shops.
Smart.
I bought a gold Krugerrand spot. I'll never forget it. Spot was $23.59 that day. It was a Saturday, so it wasn't moving. And I bought it for $22.50. So
Nice.
$109 under spot for a 1 ounce gold Krug.
Hey, nice.
And you know what I did with that? I just traded it for silver. So not only did I get a great ratio trade, but my cost average on the coin that I bought was below spot when I bought it.
I've looked at places out here, but they don't tend to have anything. The one coin or pawn shop I went to, they said they have somebody that calls every day asking if they have anything that came in, and he buys it every time they have something. But my brother has a pawn shop by him. They'll have like bars for a dollar over spot, no matter like what it is. It could be Geiger, it could be freaking, like, they just don't care.
Where's the gold?
Which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, dollar over spots, not bad for Geigers.
Yeah, I mean it'll be like old Johnson Matthey bars. It'll be, just like vintage stuff or whatever, and it's all the same price.
Yeah.
So he'll go in there and snatch it up.
Well,
Littlefoot says, go ahead, Blue.
No, I was going to say once stuff gets past like that secondary tray where they try to get more for it, and then it makes it into the bargain bin right before it goes to the wholesaler / refinery, that's when I buy it. You know, I don't buy out of that expensive tray. I buy out of that secondary tray, you know, and I try to go in there the day before I know he goes to the refinery. He goes to the refinery every Thursday. So I'll go in there on Wednesdays, and that's how I search out the good bargains on even all that vintage that I just bought. I got
That's
it
smart.
at great prices.
You've got a great connection with your LCS. That's why. I'm not lying, and I've told you this before. I swear these people out here do not use the refinery. Um,
This.
I think they just hoard it all in the back. Like if like they don't want to get rid of it. They don't want to dump it to the refinery. I don't know if it's because they're not paying too much over the counter for it. I'll tell you that. I don't
Yeah.
know. Like they think they're gonna make their money back by flipping it over the counter and hoping somebody comes in with it, I guess.
I think everybody has to use a wholesaler or refinery.
I would imagine.
No, they have to. They just don't talk about it, dude. Because if they do talk about it, you know, it's like when you walk in the coin shop and you see the cases. The cases are like the tip of the iceberg. Usually, they got a safe full of stuff in the back that is like double what they got out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so the stuff that they're showing is stuff that they know they can probably sell. They probably got a lot of stuff in the back that is debatable whether they can sell it or even or not, and it'll end up in the bin going to the wholesaler.
I suppose so. But
You
like,
know,
man, I've been
OJ's a small shop. You know, he's a small shop, and he's told me about, you know, sometimes he's bringing 200 grand to the refinery.
Wow.
Yeah.
he's strictly coins though, right?
No, he's coins, bullion, bars, everything.
Well, I mean, he's strictly metals. Like the coin shops out here are they have all the other bullshit too. Like they have antiques, they have collectibles,
Yeah.
jewelry, stuff like that. So I think like almost the metals are almost just like a side hustle for them just to try and hope to make and flip a buck on. My
Maybe.
thinking. I don't know. I could be wrong.
So, Mr. Factor, is this the same piece that you have? That original piece?
Is that the alien?
I think it is. It's the same back,
Put
right?
your hand behind there and get that shit to focus.
Sorry.
There you go.
That looks like a different year. I got the queen on the back of mine.
Oh, okay.
What's
And
on
then-
the what's the alien look like?
Oh yeah, it's a little
Oh no,
different.
you got the newer one.
Yeah. And this is
I think
made by Scottsdale.
okay, then yeah, this one must be too. I know this one was the first year that they started making them,
Yeah.
and in fact, I actually have the second year right here. I got a really cool version of it. It's one of the few premium coins that I own. It's got the black rhodium with the glow in the dark eyes.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
This
that's
was the
awesome.
second year they made this coin.
Is that black rhodium or black ruthenium?
You actually might be right here. Let me see if it says it might be ruthenium.
It's
I
rhodium.
thought it was rhodium though. I thought it was rhodium.
It says rhodium right there.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I guess I do own a little rhodium.
Seen a lot of stuff recently that's like a big deal. Like they take a wheat cent or a V nickel and they coat it in ruthenium and they try and get like, you know, $25 for it. And I was like, I don't know. I never even heard of ruthenium.
Yeah, ruthenium's a pretty cool metal. Sometimes I go on to Luciteria and just read about the metals and see what they have for sale. But I haven't really bought any of the exotics just yet.
Yeah.
It's funny because Littlefoot says, "Do you own any rhodium?" There's your answer, Littlefoot. He does.
Yeah, but that would be it because rhodium's what, like $1 bazillion an ounce, right?
Yeah, it's about 5,000 and change, isn't it?
Oh, I thought it was even more.
Is it?
Do
Now,
they
what
have it
do
on
you use that for? What does that get used for? I heard that they used it to make white gold.
Oh wow.
Rhodium.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Rhodium ask price is 55.75. The bid price is 51.25.
Yeah,
Sheesh. Sheesh.
yeah, yeah. That's what I heard. I heard that's how they make white gold, right? So they coat, they electroplate it with rhodium. I could be wrong, but that's what I've heard.
What's funny is my when we were shopping for my wife's wedding band, she wanted her engagement ring. She wanted a custom piece, and she said she wanted a platinum band. So I told her, I said, well, you can get a platinum band and a smaller diamond, or a white gold and a bigger diamond. So we're at the jewelry store, and she's like, see, platinum's so much shinier. The jeweler looks at me and says, well, that's white gold.
Yeah.
I said, perfect. You're my favorite jeweler. So
She
she
didn't
got a
want,
bigger diamond and white gold instead.
so she didn't want to ditch you right there because you're a piker.
Nope. She still loves me. She got the piece she wanted and a big diamond on top of it, so she's happy.
Hell yeah, no, that's cool, dude.
E. Taylor says he caught his LCS slipping, but by the time they ring it up, they always notice it.
Mm.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Littlefoot has a question for the panel. Does anyone have any sterling silver?
I do. Right here,
I do
actually.
not.
Oh no, this is 900. The sterling silver that I have is Mexican coins.
Oh, then he follows that up with that you want to part with. He's looking to buy some sterling silver, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys do like the thrift store sterling, like the cups and the bowls and that kind of shit?
I do
Not
not.
me. No.
Yeah, me neither. People always post that on the Reddit forums, like Silver, Wall Street Silver and stuff. But it's like, you know, what are you really gonna do with that? You have, 4 or 5 cups of sterling that you got, pretty cheap, but it's like no one really wants to buy it.
Yeah, and
You know?
you gotta know what you're buying too, because a lot of that is weighted with like concrete and plaster and stuff inside.
Yeah, and it's plated and all that crap.
Yeah, you never know what you're getting. You gotta know what you're getting.
But I mean,
You gotta have what you gotta have is what Emperor Wang said. You gotta have Dub C knowledge out the ass.
that
Did you hear
Yes.
that last week?
is for sure.
I don't know if Dub C patented that yet, but knowledge out the ass, right, Dub?
Pub-C says he's got a collection of 18th century British beer mugs. Yeah, we know. Littlefoot, if you haven't seen that from Dub C, he shows that shit off. It's pretty cool.
Are they sterling?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's actually kind of cool. I mean, beer mugs is different than, an ashtray or some bullshit.
He has
Yeah,
some
no,
cool pieces.
when we did a drinking night once, and we each had a beer or two or 4 or 5, and Dub C was drinking his out of a 250-year-old, what we like to call a chalice.
Oh, that's badass. That's
Yeah.
badass.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. There's a name for it though, but it escapes me. Dub, put it in the chat. What's the name for those beer
Like a
mugs?
stein
We
or
really,
No,
we
it's
really
a
think
different
it was
name.
used at the Last Supper, but he just didn't want to tell us.
a.
It's still got Jesus lip prints on it.
Littlefoot says he wants a small sterling teacup to put his fractional silver in. I thought about that too, like a sterling candy dish to put my fractional
Yeah.
silver in. And now that I'm buying all these damn Morgans and peace dollars, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Wow.
What's your rationale for stacking the Morgans and peace dollars?
I don't know, impulse.
What happened?
That's good enough.
It's just been something that I guess I probably picked it up from Blue Collar. It's just you just see them and they're just cool, They have history to them, and
Sure.
I was never really into them until like this past couple months.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, the
And
Morgans?
yeah, Morgans and peace dollars.
Yeah, I was just looking through my my whatnot bags, right? Well, let me show you this thing. I haven't revealed any of this shit, but I've got just bags of shit that I've got. This is all my silver that I've accumulated from whatnot. Right?
Jeez.
Probably weighs about 5 pounds. And I was just looking through it, and I'm like, oh, I don't remember this one. A Slab Morgan, another Slab Morgan.
So you're a Whatnot guy. I'm a Reddit guy. Where do you buy most of your stuff, Vegas?
Lately, all these Morgans that I've been buying lately has been on Whatnot.
Okay.
But yeah, pretty much either LCS, Whatnot, or online. I haven't
Yeah.
messed with like I said, I've looked at Reddit and like I see good deals on there, but
Yeah.
by the time I like see the good deals, it's like sold, and then I'm like, if I
Yeah,
do see
sure.
one, it sort of scares me.
So
Sure.
listen to this, dude. My wife just went to the mailbox, and a freaking coyote was outside.
Oh
He
shit!
came running after her.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Those are bad
Usually
out
those
here
things
too.
are skittish.
yeah,
It's probably
he's like,
rabies.
oh no
Like he was
shit.
coming over to say hi.
Yeah,
and running
I
away.
gotta get the video. I'll post it on a short. We gotta get the video off my cameras.
I start taking a freaking pistol to the mailbox.
I guess so.
Yeah. I thought the neighborhood
She
was
says it
clear.
was a poodle.
It might have been right. It was the neighbor's poodle. The neighbor's Jack Russell. He was prancing.
It was definitely.
You know, I started thinking about like peace dollars and Morgans too. Like I just started thinking like stacking them now because they hold a value. They have like a little bit of numismatic value to them, and for the most part, if blue collar can tell me if I'm wrong on this, but don't they usually like if you sell them to a coin shop or whatever, don't they usually go by like a gray sheet so their price doesn't really fluctuate as much as the silver price does?
Well, it depends, you know. I mean, it depends on where you're selling it. And you know, if you got a graded one, they're gonna go by gray sheet. Not if it's not graded, it's up for grabs. You know, you gotta have it graded, and then you could negotiate from gray sheet at that point.
Ozark
But you
Buck
can't.
had a question.
I mean, you could go in there and say, "Oh, I think this is an MS62," but if it's not graded, it's all hearsay. You know.
Yeah.
Ozark Buck says if platinum is so much more rare than gold, then why is it worth so much less? It used to be worth more, I believe.
Yeah, it was worth double the price of gold at one point. Why is it worth less? Because gold, I won't say gold is overpriced, but I think the other metals are just underpriced. And people like gold because it's the name brand of the metals. But, you know, gold can kind of do everything well, except what it does really well is not tarnish or be affected by the elements. But the other metals have better individual superpowers. Like silver, for example, is a much better conductor than gold is. It's more reflective than gold. Platinum, for example, is a catalyst. It can change one element into another. It's denser than gold. It can be stretched into wires. It's stronger than gold. So, and platinum doesn't tarnish either. As a matter of fact, it's just gold is kind of like the best do it all, one size fits all type of metal. But, you know, gold, like really, its value is in the fact that it just doesn't react to anything. And platinum, on the other hand, doesn't react to anything, and it's a catalyst. So I really don't know, to answer that question, why gold is so much more than platinum. It's just, I think the average consumer doesn't know enough about metals that are buying gold. And, you know, banks hold a lot of gold, and banks are the ones who kind of get to make money. They get to value money. And you know, if banks started stacking platinum, you know, the price of platinum would shoot through the roof, and everyone would start saying how much better platinum is than gold. It's just, that's just kind of the way it is for now.
Yeah, it's like what's his name, when Warren Buffett says when everybody's coming in, he's going out. You know.
Yeah. And gold's at an all-time high right now, or very close to it. And if you go talk to any financial advisor or any, you know, billionaire and ask them, hey, should I buy stuff at all-time highs? They're going to tell you no. And I know gold is a little different than like a stock, for example, but I kind of go by that same theory. It's like I don't want to buy something at an all-time high. I could buy silver right now at half its all-time high, or I could buy platinum at like a quarter of its all-time high. And I just don't see, can gold run to 6,000 or 8,000 or whatever it is? Is it really going to double or triple? It might, but it's going to take a while. Whereas I think silver or platinum could double or triple quite easily. I mean, $90 silver to me is more realistic than 6,000 or $8,000 gold. But
Mm.
who knows?
Well,
Who knows?
if you look at a GSR chart, and I know we go over this a lot, but if you look at the GSR chart over the last 10 years, it's pretty evident what happens, right? It goes from a low of like in the 70s or high 60s, and it just marches up. It takes 3, 4, 5 years until it gets where it is right now, 100
Yeah.
plus. And then it turns and it drops. Like in a year, it'll drop down to 75, 60, 65, 70. It'll drop right back down to that range again. And then it'll
Yep.
slowly march back up. And what it comes from is every 5 years or so, silver has an explosion, It just lags behind gold, and then eventually it lets loose.
Later, Dub C. Dub C said he had to go. Do they trade platinum on Comex?
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Yep. In fact, there is speculation that platinum is going to be the first metal to actually default at the COMEX because there's so little of it. Someone with, a few people with, $400 or $500 million could pretty much break the COMEX if they just took delivery of the platinum.
Mm.
It's really not that much compared to the other metals.
So,
Interesting.
knowing what you know about platinum, right, and the history of the pricing comparatively to gold, how do you feel about palladium?
So I don't know much about palladium other than it is more of a it's a bigger metal than platinum, and what I mean by that is platinum's a lot more dense than palladium, so you do get more metal overall. How do I say it? Not in like volume versus weight, but I don't really see palladium as being better than platinum at really anything, in my opinion. I think it's a good alternative to platinum, and that's why you see it in the catalytic converters in the marketplace. But for me, I'd rather have platinum. Although palladium is more rare, it's just
so what drove the price? Well, at one point, palladium was like 3,500 an ounce, right?
Yep, because it was being used as pretty much exclusively as catalytic converter material, and so all the companies that were using platinum to make those, they retooled all their machines to palladium, and it takes a lot of time and money to retool your machines. So once palladium started getting too high, that's why they made the switch back to platinum, and so it sunk the palladium market. But that's why it ended up costing so much, because everyone switched to it.
Right, I got you.
Didn't they rotate for a while? Like between 1 year they would use platinum, 1 year they would use other shit for catalytic converters?
I'm not too sure. I just know that it's those two metals primarily for that. But yeah, I mean, the fact that palladium is more rare is, a bonus to it, but it's also not. I think it's found more widespread than platinum. Platinum's really only found in South Africa and a little bit in Russia, and that's pretty much it. And South Africa is not doing too well right now.
Right.
There's Russia.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Stacker says, with all those whatnot packages, you guys should be going strapped to the mailbox.
Yeah. We don't get our whatnot packages at the mailbox, Mr. Big Poppy.
Those are hand delivered. They tip the mailman for that shit.
We go to the P.O. box for that.
I got it on the camera, but you gotta watch me run.
Wait, hold on.
Don't show it.
Oh, I'm not gonna show it.
Come on.
She's got it on our cameras. The coyote chasing her. She got scared shitless.
Coyotes get bad out here too. I know somebody, their dog ran away and it came home and it was all eaten up by coyotes a couple days later.
I know, dude. His dog came home. Who the hell was telling me? Was it you, Factor, was saying this? Somebody was saying they had a big ass. Was it a Rottie or was it a pit that came back bloody as hell and beat up and tore up, and they ended up finding like 5 dead coyotes in the woods.
Oh, no, it wasn't me. That's crazy. I wouldn't want to mess with the rot.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was. Shit. Somebody was telling me that story.
I saw a
I
list
wouldn't-
of the deadliest dogs, and obviously pit bulls. Like I forget, it was like they killed like 75 people or something a year. German shepherds were on the list for like second most attacks, but rots were actually the second most deaths. So if you get attacked by
Right.
a rot, it's not a fun time.
Yeah, when you get bit by a Rottweiler, you stay bit. Yeah, they don't mess around. They got some good jaw pressure.
Cover stacker puppers' ears, but if Chihuahuas were bigger, they'd be deadly too. I've seen some mean ass Chihuahuas.
Well,
Yeah.
Stacker Pupper would be a weird dog if she was normal sized. Her eyes would be like the size of tennis balls.
Yeah, right. Cool dog,
But
man.
but she'd also be smarter because her brain would be bigger, and she's an extremely intelligent dog. Like I don't need a leash when I walk her. She knows, 10, 15 English words. So
He talks.
No,
I
she
have
doesn't.
two pits, and if they weren't mine, I wouldn't fuck with them.
My wife said she talks.
So he said she knew English words.
No, she understands his commands.
yeah.
She might talk. Why
She
not?
doesn't actually talk back, does she?
No, but she knows how to like communicate. Like if she's on the bed and she needs to like go off to pee, she'll wake me up in the middle of the night and tell me to put her down and stuff. So she's pretty smart.
So when you say put her down, you gotta physically put her off the bed.
Yeah, she can't jump off of the bed.
Is she getting older?
No, it's just she's too small. Like I got a queen bed and it's got a tall frame.
I got you.
Yeah. Yeah, she's tiny, man.
My oldest pit had 2 ACL surgeries, so my wife bought stairs for him to get up on the bed.
There you go. There's like padded ones.
Just like because our bed sits high, so he can't really jump up there.
Yeah.
Our youngest one can jump up there for now, but he's 95 pounds and he's getting older, so he might not be able to jump up there for too much longer.
Yeah,
But
got it.
with 2 ACL surgery, his little limited on how much he can be jumping around.
Yeah.
FG
Yeah,
Stacker says, question for Stacker Factor. On PM for sale, what exactly does 2FA entail in relation to Reddit?
Two-factor authentication. So what that means is when you log into your Reddit account, you have to answer a text message on your phone and put in a code. So that way, if someone were to try to hack your Reddit account and then make a sale on there, like, to scam people, they wouldn't be able to because they wouldn't have your phone. So most of the big sellers will do that, or just anyone in general who is buying or selling on PMs for sale, especially selling, should have that turned on.
got you.
Just like your email, a lot of people have it for email. If someone tries to log into my Stacker Factor account, for example, I have to log in through my phone as well.
Mm. Yeah, it's like you try and sign into Netflix, they send you a code, or Amazon or whatever.
Yeah, that's called 2FA, two-factor authentication.
Yeah, and that's smart. But yet people still get hacked. I don't know how that happens, but
Yeah, so there's all kinds of ways on there. I actually don't want to talk about too many of them because I don't want to tell people how to do it. But one of the big ones is people will create like a username with like PMs for sale moderator chat or something, some weird name like that, and then they'll start messaging out people saying like, "Hey, we think your account was hacked. Send us your password so we can double check," that kind of stuff. But
yeah,
at this point, this day and age, to fall for those entry level scams, you got to be pretty much a bozo. I mean, just never give your password out to anybody, and you'll never get hacked. Put it that way.
right.
Just gave my password out yesterday.
Yeah, I just hacked your shit, dude.
T-Bird's here. What's up, T-Bird? Southeast Stacker stops in as well. Sorry, Southeast, just saw you. He said Pupper looks older. I have an 11-year-old border collie and a 4-year-old German Shepherd.
Yep, she's 13, just turned 13. I'm gonna be stuck with her forever.
Is that a kilo?
Well, that is a kilo. It's the only kilo I own.
That's a Noah's Ark?
That's the Noah's Ark.
That
Yeah,
is
it's
a
a beauty.
huge
That's a beaut,
piece.
Clark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Now
those
I'm gonna have
Noah's
to
Ark.
look at.
Man. The Noah's Ark coins are the best.
They are beautiful. I got a couple tubes of them.
Not kilos, though.
The kilos, yeah. Yeah, they're nice.
Mike.
Yeah. Shit, man. I got, pawn shop. You say about a pawn shop, right? So I bought 2 Noah's Arks at a pawn shop below spot, $22 a piece.
Whoa.
Because
Hey.
the guy didn't know they were coins. He just thought they were silver rounds, with a pretty picture on it.
Got it.
So I said, what do you got cheap? What do you want to move? He's like, well, these things have been kicking around for a while. I'll give them to you, just below spot. Spot was like $22.50 or whatever. He's like, I'll let you take them out of here for $22. I was like, okay, sure.
Hell yeah.
If you insist.
If you insist. Yeah, that was a good pawn shop deal. My biggest thing with pawn shops is selling stuff to them.
Oh, fuck that.
No, I got a pretty good hookup.
Oh, they don't try to rip you?
You did have.
I can't really say too much about it over the air, but let's put it this way: it's a good place to dump things that you can't sell in other places.
Got it.
You know,
That's
what I
kind of
mean?
how like Reddit is too.
Well, you know what it is like. Say I bought a bunch of Morgans, okay, like 250 Morgans a couple of months ago, and I would just take the ones that I knew weren't going to sell, 25, 30, 40, 50 of them that were very cully, and the pawn shop will take them off my hands for a certain price. They guaranteed me a price for any Morgan.
Nice.
So yeah.
Nice.
So that worked out great.
Well, I think maybe I'm going to try the pawn shops around here. Go in there with the Sigma, because I wouldn't trust pawn shops to. I've heard too many stories of people going to pawn shops and getting fake silver.
Well, the one that I'm talking about, every single Morgan that I've ever brought in there, and I probably have brought in like 200 to 300 of them in the last 6 months. Every single one of them that I ever brought there, they tested on a Sigma right in front of me.
Nice.
Yeah, so
nice.
they test everything in the door. They not only test them, they weigh them.
Smart.
Yeah. So they're very thorough. Very thorough. Now, not everybody's like that, but that
Check this
particular
out.
Trolling PMs for sale.
I got a whole bucket full of tubes.
Well, you got a Sigma, right?
Empty tubes.
You got a Sigma, don't you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sigma Mini. They stopped making those though. I guess they couldn't source the parts anymore.
Huh.
And the Sigma Mini apparently it was harder to work on, so they made what's called the Investor now, the newest one, and it's easier to work on, and I guess the parts are easier to get, but it's not as good of a machine in my opinion.
Oh no.
No, it's you can't do the density tests as easily. I don't think you could even do them at all. With the Mini, you can attach it, hooks up wirelessly to like an iPad or your iPhone, so you can put a coin on there and it'll show you the size the coin's supposed to be with the little bars, and you can put it in there. But the Investor, and you can do kilos if you have an iPad or bigger, but with the Investor, I think anything over like five ounces won't fit on it, so you can't really density test the bigger bars anymore.
So that's like a specific gravity test, they call it.
Yeah. If I had my iPad out, I could show you.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, though. It throws up the 2 lines, and it's got to fit in between the 2 lines.
Yeah. Let me see. I actually have my iPad over here. I could show you with that kilo, like what it would look like. But yeah, you definitely can't do that now with the newer one.
Huh.
It's a shame.
You bought it at the right time.
Yeah, you can still get them out. You can still find them out there, used ones, but I don't know. It's just it doesn't make sense to make a product that's not as good as the previous generation.
Well, they had like 3 different models of that machine, didn't they? They had a Pro, a Mini, and what was the other one? It was the original one. I can't remember what they.
Yeah, the PMV.
Yeah, that was more of the OG style.
All right, so let's see if I can look out, Stacker Pupper. You're gonna have to move. Okay, let's put that there.
Oh, get out the way.
Actually, let's put the mini there. And we're gonna see. Oh man, I don't even know if I can fit this kilo under it when it's in the capsule. Nope, that won't work. Let's see. I could try it with. I have this weird shaped, this really thin, wide coin here. This is 1 ounce. Let me see if I can get that one to work on there.
Oh, that's a 1 ounce?
Yeah, that's a 1 ounce.
Got to be pretty thin, huh?
Yeah, super thin. And yeah, look at when I connect the iPad to it, it gives me the 2 lines there.
There you go.
So you wouldn't be able to do this with a coin any bigger than this on the new one, which is unfortunate. And if I take just a standard 1 ounce 39 millimeter alien, you can see just how wide that other coin is because this alien doesn't even come close to touching.
So what does it do? It actually measures the thickness with the probe. Like, in other words, when you put the probe on it, it knows how thick that piece is?
Yeah, it runs an electrical current through the coin, and it measures the conductivity of the coin. And you can actually change it too to measure the whatever the opposite of conductivity is. What is it? The settings are on here somewhere.
Resistance?
Yeah, you can measure the resistance or the conductance. I don't know if you can see that there. But yeah, you can measure those 2 things and then get the size of the piece. And it can tell you if it's a rectangle or a circle. Some like really odd shaped pieces won't fit, but it'll get you close for even stuff like that isn't perfect, like these bars. It'll get that in there just no problem.
How about like this, the C3PO?
Yeah, that would be a little tricky. It would probably register that as a bar, but
Yeah.
it only does bars and circles. I don't think it can do cool shapes like that.
Shit out of luck.
Yeah.
But it's one of the best investments I've ever made. And I've only detected 1 or 2 fakes that I've ever gotten, through hundreds of thousands of dollars of metal purchases. But it's like it's the peace of mind. Anything I get, I'm running through this bad boy. And so I know everything in my stack is legit, especially when I make really big buys. Before I got it, I probably had around 10K worth of metals, and I was sweating every night when I go to bed. I would think about, fuck, I wonder if I got anything fake today, or,
Yeah.
or I would pass on
anything fake?
What's up?
Have you ever found a fake piece?
Yeah, I found a fake eagle once. That was in a video, but I think that was a mistake because there were like 10 other pieces in that purchase. And I bought a fake once on purpose. Let me see if I can get it. This one right here. Fake eagle to use as a test piece for this machine, just to see how it would register and to kind of learn the properties of a fake eagle. Yep. But really the best way, honestly, if you don't want to spend money on a machine like that, the best way to tell if it's a fake eagle or not is to ping test it. Because listen to this. This is a piece of copper right here.
Yep.
And this is a fake eagle right here.
Sounds the same, yeah.
Sounds the exact same. And so if you just buy a piece of copper, you can test all your eagles just fine, because they're going to sound different. So this is the best way really to tell if something's fake or not, if you don't mind pinging it.
Now, I was just watching a video by Vermilion Enterprises yesterday, and he was saying that the 999 metals are not reliable with ping tests.
So there's different. Most coins are 38 millimeter, which are Morgans, 39 millimeter, which are like Britannias and Maples, and 40 millimeter, which are American Silver Eagles. And each one of those is going to sound different just because of the different dimensions. But you can really tell what they sound like. I know exactly what an American Eagle sounds like if you ping it. And here's this alien coin here is I think 39 millimeter. Oops. You can just tell what the sound sounds like. I mean,
because somebody commented on their video on his video or something. They ping tested a maple and it didn't ping right or something.
Yeah, it thudded. Yeah, the gold
Yeah.
gold maple just thud.
Okay, so gold is different. I'm only talking about ping test and silver. I've actually never ping tested gold. I've always put gold on the Sigma because I don't want to ding it. But
Yeah, I wouldn't go pinging gold.
silver really, honestly, if you don't want to buy a Sigma, you can train your ear for silver and you won't get fooled because they almost always have to use copper in fakes. There's no other way around it, and copper whines like a mosquito. That's kind of how I put it. Just it hurts the ears, where this is like a chime.
Right.
And it's like when you go out to the club and you're not sure if it's a dude or a chick, and you start talking to her, you know right away.
Better do that Dundee test if you can't tell too much.
But this one's going to sound okay. So this is what I'm talking about with the difference in sound. This coin right here, it's super wide in diameter. You almost never see coins like this. I think it's 42 millimeters. But listen to the way this sounds. It sounds really deep compared to the 30 and 39. Which this is what most Britannias, Maples, pretty much all your European coins, your Noah's Arks, pretty much all of those are going to be sounding like that. But, when you start thinning out the silver like that, it changes the tone. But it is a nice deep tone versus, the whiny.
Yeah, the copper is loud.
Yep.
So what do you think of this beautiful proof eagle here?
Oh, that's amazing, man. It's amazing.
Yeah, watch, look at this. So when you take an eagle and you rotate it, it's not supposed to be upside down.
Oh no,
dude, it's just fake.
Yeah, that is fake.
That's
wow.
There.
I've never seen a fake proof eagle. Interesting.
Yeah. It's pretty though, isn't it?
And on the back it says silver and everything.
It says
ping it.
On it too.
Ping it. Let's see what it sounds like.
Yeah. Hold on. What am I gonna hit it with?
Ozark Buck said he went to his local coin shop. They said they had a tube of silver eagles. He said $40 a coin, but he said he could not sell any to me because he was saving them for someone. You ought to walked right the fuck out.
Yep.
Put it on the end of your finger. Let's see. Come on. You can do it.
I know. It's like I don't know how to balance it like that. No, it's
there you
just
go.
Oh, the other thing sounds dead.
Let's ping your buffalo you gave me.
Whoop. Yeah, that's fake.
That one sounds real.
I told you a fake
No,
buffalo.
this one is real. But the that proof eagle, it only weighs 0.79 troy. So it's definitely.
Oh man.
Did you get that from OJ?
No, you know where this came from? Whatnot.
What'd you pay? $3?
My wife paid $3. She paid $3 for it. She wanted to see if it was real because it said silver on the back of it. She's like, I don't know. Maybe it's real. I was like, oh, okay, maybe.
49s is in here. What's up, 49s? You gotta sell one of those gold pieces so you can get your Sigma. He said he wants a Sigma. Sell one of your gold pieces. You're good to go.
Yeah, I was telling him in his video the other day he's got to dump some of that silver and pick up that gold piece that he wants.
Tell them how much I got my 1 ounce guy there from.
Which one?
15.
Oh yeah, she brags about her bargain. She got this for $15, a 1 ounce C3PO.
I'd be bragging too, man. That's
Oh no,
bad.
it gets better, dude. It gets
Yeah.
better.
And the OGP.
Yeah.
Here's my other $15 bargain.
Here, look at
She
this.
scores all sorts of shit on. She got like a tube of like 21-ounce copper rounds for like $1.
This was $15 the other night.
What is that?
It's a 1/10 ounce American Gold Eagle.
For 15 bucks?
$15.
How'd you get that? You
Was
got
that
a
on one
Sigma
of the-
that.
It's a wheel spin game.
No,
No.
Oh, wasn't it a
Oh.
wheel
it
spin?
was the randomizer.
Oh,
It was
same
a
thing.
Kizu.
Hell
It's
yeah.
a wheel spin randomizer game. You
And
know,
this
basically they
They
put
have
all
games on Whatnot where you can buy a spin, and a lot of them are like wheat pennies or silver dimes, and then they'll have like a couple pieces like that are just like a score. So it's like playing a slot machine.
same night she
Nice.
got this one. This is
25.
all the same night. This one for $25. It's
Ooh.
a 70 Eagle. Now it's ICG, but I already asked my coin shop, and he's like, "I'll give you 600 for it." Got it
How
for
does
Whoa.
it sold? Shit.
$25.
Whoa.
Yeah, she
You
scored
could have
that
went and
night.
bought a lottery ticket that night.
She got about probably $1,200 worth of shit that night for $41.
Wow.
Yeah,
Jesus.
there you go.
It's I've done those wheel games and got my ass kicked on them too. You guys have
Yeah.
gotten lucky on
I
it.
stop after I win.
Yeah, but she does it methodically, man. She's like a scientist when it comes. She's like, she'll bid $15 every time, even if they're selling for like 40 or $50 a spin, and she'll just
Yeah.
go in $15 every time. And then
Hmm.
one time the givey will be pulling, or they'll be talking about something, and people fall asleep and they don't bid, and she gets it for like $6. She got one for $1 today.
I got something. For,
What did you get for $1?
What was it?
Can't even remember what she
I
got. But
can't remember, but I got the tube of Trump coppers for $1 too.
yeah,
Wow.
I think you got
Yeah,
no, you
today
got
I
a
was watching
graded
a stream
Morgan.
and
Oh yeah, the graded Morgan.
She got a graded Morgan for $1 tonight.
I seen
Yeah.
somebody today. I was fucking busy washing my hands, and they got I want to say it was like a 64 Kennedy for $1. I was washing my hands. I'm trying to swipe with my nose. Humble
You
Stacker said he
should
won a
look at
randomizer on Whatnot last week, 2.5-gram gold bar for $15 plus shipping.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Whoa. Dang, I got to get on the Whatnot. That sounds awesome.
Dude, didn't you have your own successful hit the other night?
Oh hell yeah! So I was on break at work, and they have what they call a givey. So you just click on it, and it makes you follow them or whatever, and then they give a little something away, and they had like 50 people in this givey, so they go through all 50 names. It's like a randomizer thing, and it freaking nailed my name. I was on break, and it was a 1/10 ounce 2025 gold Eagle MS70. I'm like,
so
what
that's
the hell?
like MS70 Gold Eagle 2025. It's probably worth 400 at least.
Yeah, the PCGS says it's worth like 5, but I wouldn't go that high with it. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
How much did you pay for the bid for it?
No, it
Or the-
was free. It was a giveaway thing. Like you just
Oh, no
click on the
way.
giveaway thing, and it picks a random name out of like whoever clicks on the giveaway thing. It like leaves it up there for like 5 minutes or something.
Yep.
Yeah, and I ended up scoring. I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, he
Awesome.
texted. Didn't you text me like 4 o'clock in the morning? You were like, dude,
Yeah, I was on break
won
at
this
work.
on a
Hell
gig.
yeah. I knew you'd wake up and be like, what the hell?
I think I was awake. I was going to the airport that day.
You're always awake. You and I never sleep.
That's funny. But
I don't know who sleeps less,
that's a
you or
hell of a
me.
score. That's a great score. Now,
Here, let me
it's
see.
not like you know how when you talk to a gambler, they always tell you how they won 12 grand at the track
Of
once,
course, yeah.
and then they didn't tell you that they lost 120.
Of course.
You know what
This
I
is
mean?
what it is when it ever gets you.
Yeah. So, but in my wife's case, it's not that way though. I mean, I know what she spends, and she does great. It's just
Oh, that's
discipline.
the right way to do it. You just set that cheap ass bid in there all the time. That's all.
Yeah, it's just discipline, really. And if you don't get it, you don't get it.
Like this guy tonight, he was selling 1964 Kennedys. I just kept putting a bid in for my highest bid would be $12. If it got past that, it wasn't mine. If it went under or $12, then it was mine.
Yeah.
Fair price, I think.
Well, it's probably under melt now based on what silver is today.
Missy said the best he ever won on a wheel game was a half gram of gold. Shit, that's still good.
Yeah.
James Diamond says Givey goblins. Yeah, there's a lot. Yep.
Yeah, they're out there. It's funny how when you start a givey, all of a sudden you're the people in the room starts pumping up, you know? It's like they spread the word somehow. I don't know how they do it, but
Oh, Stacker Factor. Blue Collar has been doing a lot of selling on Whatnot as well, and I'm dabbling in it myself.
Cool.
You
Cool.
have somebody you have somebody you pair up with, right? That you go partners in on some big purchases, and then he sells them on a platform.
Yeah. So he's a big Reddit seller. I think he just recently got over 1,000 positive feedbacks. Um, yeah. It helps to have someone, to have a little community. Like he'll text me whenever like good deals pop up that it's stuff that I might be interested in, or you know, he lives in a state that doesn't charge sales tax, so when there's big buys from, like the Walmart deals or like the SD bullion dealers, whatever, he'll just we'll just pool our money and have it shipped there. So yeah, there's it's good to have a little community and people to work with, for sure.
That
But
reminds me of that reminds me of high school. You find a couple buddies that each want a quarter, and you go in and buy an ounce, and then the next thing you know,
exactly.
well,
how it all starts.
the sales tax laws in California are just horrific.
Yeah, I think it's 8% or something. That's why I buy from Reddit most of the time, the private markets. It's just I'm not going to go to my LCS and buy something that's already hiked up $2 or $3 over spot and then pay 8% on top of that. It's like you'll never make your money back that way, unless spot jumps 8% plus the premium. It's stupid.
Right. And even at that, you probably won't, because you're going to be selling it back below spot.
Well, selling I sell on PMs for sale exclusively. That's not too bad. Selling back there, you could always ask for $2-3 premium for certain items, and you'll get that. But then you got to pay capital gains on that. So yeah, it sucks. I wish precious metals, we could transact in them without having to pay any taxes, period. No matter what state you live in, no capital gains, no sales taxes. Precious metals should be completely, absolved from that. But
You know what?
It's funny because there's
I
one
agree.
coin shop here in town that follows the tax laws. The rest of them don't. But Whatnot does hit taxes with it, which is freaking ridiculous. And yeah, so that's like when I do buy stuff on Whatnot, I'm just like, I'll bid low because I know I'll have to pay taxes on it and shipping, and it's just like, fuck.
yeah, that sucks. There are a few online dealers that I know of that are, actual stores based in tax-free states, and they won't charge me sales tax to ship here to California, which is pretty cool. But with PMs for sale, what I like to do is, if someone has like, say, 20 or 30 coins for sale, I usually just say, I'll make them an offer and have shipping included. So I'll take all 20 coins if you ship free. And usually they go for that. Shipping's pretty cheap. $5 to $10 you can ship pretty much unlimited amounts of silver for that.
Yeah, you do the ground advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, the ground advantage, or if you're selling a couple tubes to a buyer, I mean, it's $8 for 2-day priority. So, those boxes can ship as much as you can fit in there.
Right.
Muscle
Yeah.
Shell, welcome in. Humble Stacker says he also sells on Whatnot. Emerald Coast Stacker, welcome in. James Diamond says he's in California as well.
Yeah, it's brutal here. Even food is so expensive here.
It's everywhere though. Like Vegas isn't any cheaper either.
Yeah, Vegas is expensive, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's gonna 49 says, when am I gonna upload again? I tried doing video content this morning and my dogs were bugging me, my phone was dying, my wife had some shit being delivered, and I went back to bed after all that. So, but I am gonna try and stay up late tonight and get some shit done.
Mm-hmm.
I say that every day, but it never happens.
You'll get there eventually.
Eventually. Fuck, I was like less than 10 hours away from being monetized, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
And I swear one of the live streams was gonna give me enough, but I still fell short somehow, which annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Just like it's hard, like I'm picky about what I put out. I don't know. I want it to be right. I don't want it to just be me rambling on, which it ends up usually being me just rambling on.
That's kind of what we're doing right now, though. I mean, we're just rambling, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, we're bringing up conversations people are asking, and we're just shooting the shit.
Yeah, no, we're reacting. I get it. I get it. But, uh,
I think it all went downhill for me one time when I was trying to edit a video,
yeah,
and it put me to sleep.
I remember that. I remember that.
I'm like, I'm trying to edit this video, and it's boring the fuck out of me. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm like, people really watch this? I'm like, I don't want people to watch this. Humble Stacker, thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate it. He
Well,
will be on
you're right,
Saturday
buddy.
morning,
You
right?
just got to get your mojo back. That's all.
Yeah, that's true too.
I mean, I thought the other day when you put out that short, I was like, damn, that's it. It's going to spark them.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is it's easy to ramble. It's fun to ramble. Preparing for video sucks. Like I don't know if you guys do you guys watch Silver Slayer?
Yeah.
No.
So he's back now and he's not shilling as much. He's doing his old type of videos where he'll find a couple articles and he'll deep dive them, but you can tell he's been putting in work, getting the info and the video set up and ready. And those kind of videos are hard to make because you actually have to put in 2 or 3 hours of prep for like a 30-minute video. And I hate doing that. But those are the videos though that get a lot of views. I mean, kind of like the Silver Dragons type stuff.
I was telling Blue Collar, I think it was last week, I was trying to do a video and I'd get like a minute in, 2 minutes in, and I'd mess it up. So then I start all over because I don't like doing the edit and have it all choppy and shit. And
Yeah.
so I started all over, and then I looked and I'm 30 videos in and I haven't even gotten 4 minutes of worth of content. And I'm like, you know what? I gotta walk away. I'm like, I can't keep doing this shit right now, and I just didn't do it.
Yeah, but you know something? If you're doing it live, right? Let's suppose you're like, so I picked up this CP3. Oh shit, it's C3PO. All right, let me start that. So I picked up this C3PO the other day, and then you chop that one section out of the middle, and it's done. It's not that difficult.
Yeah, but then it gets all blotchy and you can see where you chop
No,
it, and it's like you're sitting there stuttering on a video, and I just don't like when when you can tell that they've been chopped like that. I don't know.
But at least you guys are editing. I'm too lazy to even edit. I just turn on the thing on my camera, the video, and just upload it when I'm done. I don't even run it through an editor anymore. I used to do that, and it just took too much time, and it wasn't fun.
Well, that's one reason
you
why I
just
start
create
over.
it on YouTube, or
Yeah, I just film it on my phone and upload it to YouTube straight up without any editing.
nice.
See, that's one reason why I keep trying to redo it and redo it and redo it, so I don't have to do as much editing. That's why I start over, and I'm just like, you know what? The more you get it straight the first time, then the less editing you have to do. I don't really like edit too much.
Mm.
I just cut out a lot of the ums and ahs and ohs and oohs because my wife makes fun of it. So,
well, you know what helps?
I think people would rather see the dark side too. They don't want to see a polished Vegas. They want to see, the dark side.
They can tune in on Monday nights. That's as dark as I get.
Yeah. No, I think you should just let it go. Let it rip, man. Just let it rip.
Just ramble on.
Yeah, why not?
You know what helps for that is if you do unboxings, because you only get one shot at it. So, you got to just go.
Yep.
I used to do a lot of that, but I haven't been buying as much neither, so I haven't really done too much unboxing.
Yeah.
Emperor Wang's in the
Wrap up
house. What's
some
up,
of
E
your old
Wang?
shit. Nobody's gonna remember. Just wrap up some of your older shit and just cut it open and be like, "Oh, look at what I got. Hey, look at this Phantom I got. Oh, yay. Look
That's
how cute
hilarious.
it
I might
is."
have to do that.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, C3PO, I knocked him over.
You killed him?
I totaled the whole thing.
49 says, "Trust me, Vegas. If you listen to my unedited videos, you would be questioning if I know how to read." Yeah, I don't like that. See, that's why I redo it and redo it and redo it. I know.
That's why I like Coin Sense and Nonsense, man. He shows all his mistakes at the end. Not all of them, I'm sure, but at the end, he's like, so this bar is the rarity value. Ah, fuck, shit.
Little
You know?
blooper reel.
Oh, he's got a blooper reel at the end of every video. It's great.
Oh, that's awesome.
It also keeps people watching to the end. You know, it's pretty smart.
Yeah, it does.
Because, yeah, I always watch it all the way through because I want to see the bloopers.
He is funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, when I did that one video and I was editing it and I'm just like, this sucks.
Yeah.
I used to do like the whole reading the articles and do all that shit, and that shit got boring. And like you said, there's a lot to that.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of that too. And yeah, I'd film like an article, but I would forget to hide my bookmarks. So it's got a lot of like my work stuff, like my bookmarks. So it's like I don't want to get doxxed. So it's like shit, I just shot a 30-minute video and all my bookmarks are sitting there on my browser. So I'd have to, delete it and start over. It's just frustrating.
Yeah.
I used to do that with like unboxings. I'd freaking turn the box open. Just like you, yeah, I've noticed you did it a couple of times too. Like you turn the box over and your address is there, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. Oh God, that's the worst. That happens to me still to this day. Sometimes I'll just tape it back up and just reopen it.
Yeah. You know what I've done in that case? You just put a big black bar across it. You just put a text bar across it and nobody sees it. Or
Yeah, so I
you
used to
could
do that
pick
when I was editing, but I don't edit anymore, man.
Oh,
So
that's
I,
true. Yeah.
makes it a little harder.
Yeah. I don't know.
I did that with I had a postcard for like a coin show that was coming up, and somebody messaged me. They're like, your address is on there, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, well, I better take that one down.
Yeah, my daughter told me like on one of my unboxing videos, and it was up for like a month. And she's like, Dad, I was just watching one of your videos, and she said, look, if you stop it right there, you can see our address. And I was like,
no.
shit, I didn't realize that. So I think I just made that one private and never fixed it. So
Yeah, I took it down and redid it. The High Desert Pioneer, what's up, brother?
Emerald Coast.
I'll get back at it eventually.
Was Ozark Buck in here? I know Ewang's in here.
Ozark's in here. Yep. Ewang's in here. Emerald Coast says the Chihuahua makes me crave Taco Bell for some reason.
Yeah.
Just had Taco Bell the other day. Ugh.
If you bring Stacker Pupper to Taco Bell, will they give you free food?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah,
I haven't
tell them,
brought
hey,
her
this
in.
is the dog from the commercial.
She's funny though, man. Like there was one time where I have, so I like really spicy food when I get Asian food. I got this really fucking spicy Thai food, and it came with zucchini in there. And I picked out all the zucchinis, and I had finished eating, and I put the plate down on the couch to go do something. And I come back, and the zucchinis are gone, and her eyes were just so watery, like just dripping tears.
Oh, poor little
Whoops.
pup. Poor little dog. The next day, she probably felt it too.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
You can't
She's
mess with
grounded
Thai
a lot
food
of
in
shit.
here. You get spicy with Thai food, you're done for.
Yeah. If you're not used to it, yeah, for sure.
You're
I
like,
had a
if you
buddy
get
who did the Buffalo Wings challenge. I don't know if you guys know about that, but Buffalo Wings used to have like a wall, and if you ate like 20 of their spiciest wings in one sitting, they would actually have someone watch you. They would take your picture and put it on the wall. And my buddy did that, and the next day he was basically shoving ice cubes up his asshole.
Oh yeah. Now was you talking about Buffalo Wild Wings, like the chain restaurant?
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
hate that place.
Yeah, that place sucks. But back in the day, this was probably 15 years ago or so.
Yeah.
It was different culture.
Yeah, I haven't eaten there in, well, last year my brother and his kids wanted to go and we went, and I actually saw they had that challenge. I saw like on the menu or something they had that challenge, and I'm like, yeah, it'd be crazy.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
those chain restaurants are pretty much dead now. Remember like Fridays, TGIF Fridays?
Yep.
That used to be like a thing people would go to, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Red Lobster is basically going out of business, but then I heard they're making a comeback.
I
Red
don't know.
Lobster got ghetto. Red Lobster
Well,
got real.
they got bought out by somebody, and I don't know who it was, but it was just really the prices went up and the food quality went down, if that's even possible.
Well, they started running like all you can eat shrimp or something, right? Isn't
Well,
that what basically put
I
them
used to
under?
go to that. I would eat like go there and eat like 50 shrimp, and then I walk out of there. And what did I do that for?
They have
So stupid.
I don't know how like Applebee's and those places make it out here. We have them, but I don't know if
Oh yeah,
I
like
guess people go
chili.
to that.
I mean, the only reason places like that make it is because they're cheap, right?
They're not even cheap though.
Yeah, they're not even cheap anymore.
I don't know. I mean, you could still eat pretty cheap out there. I went
I
to
wanted a
Chili's today.
steak the one day and
Chili's
I
yesterday.
talked my wife into ordering like Outback and it was still like freaking $90 or something for two people.
Yep.
I'm like, that's not really cheap.
No, but what'd you order with it though? I mean, $90, dude. I never spend $90 for two people.
Shit, if we spend, dude, if we go to fast food, it's $30.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's
I'm a cheap bastard.
yeah, I know you are. We go to Korean barbecue and it's $180.
Two people. Two people.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
Better have a bottle of Dom Perignon in there somewhere.
it's like 70, 75 to eat a person and then a tip.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's the eat Wagyu and all that shit. So,
yeah.
I mean, we eat good. We man, the money we spend on freaking takeout and food is crazy.
Well, you're dinks, right? So there you go.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I got to
Vegas is
switch
just a weird
positions
place
here.
for food.
What's that?
I said I got to
Vegas is-
switch positions. I got to get out of the bedroom because she's got to get up early, and I'm keeping her awake now. So give me a minute. I got to walk away.
What did you say, Stacker Factor?
I said Vegas is kind of a weird place for food. Like it's expensive, but the food isn't like, I don't know. It's just it's a strange place, man.
It's not
Yeah,
cheap,
the food's not super great. Like it should
Yeah,
be
it's not
for what you're paying. It should be better.
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, it's one of those things like you can get pretty much whatever kind of food you want, and it's usually
That's
pretty
true.
good.
That's
Like
true.
we have good Thai food, but like I said, if we get Thai food, it's $80 for both of us, for takeout. But I mean, it's stuff like we can eat twice, or something like that. So it's not bad.
Has
Yeah.
Vegas gone to Mark's place, Garizzi's?
Oh,
I mean, like if my wife gets groceries, it's freaking $200, and you don't have shit to show for it.
yeah, couple
Yeah, that's
dozen
how it
eggs.
is here.
It's one of those things. Emerald Coast says the cheddar biscuits are good at Red Lobster. Yeah, that's true. You can my mom had the recipe for that shit once.
Yeah, no, you can make them at home. Yeah, not
And Wang
quite.
said growing up I thought Red Lobster was the pinnacle of height cuisine. Yeah, it used to be. Like Red Lobster used to be the shit when you were growing up.
Right.
OC
Yeah,
Stacker
but
says
then
how
you
much for the
grow
pup?
up.
Yeah, then you grow up and you're like, that's shit.
That's the problem. Then you grow up and you realize it is.
Says there's no Red Lobster in the Gulf of America.
Yeah.
Well, even
OC
Olive
says how
Garden
much
used
for
to
the
be the
pupper?
shit. Man. Say it again.
Emerald said, OC says how much for the pup?
How much for the pupper? Oh man, her weight in platinum. So whatever 4 pounds in platinum is.
Oh shit. Emerald Coast says their Red Lobster shut down and is now a car dealership.
Yeah. Yeah, no, our Red Lobster shut down over here. Yeah. I put them out
Bruce
of
says
business
dollar
because I
cost
kept going
averaging
there.
meals is a thing when you eat quality. James, thanks for being in, man. He says he's gonna bail. Have a good night, chat. Thank you. Silver State, man, no. Silver State says we have good In-N-Out burgers. I disagree.
I'm not a big In-N-Out guy. I never thought it was a big deal, to be honest.
No, I'm not a big In-N-Out guy either.
Yeah.
Man, I don't trust ground meat anymore unless I'm like making my own burgers and grinding that shit.
Yeah.
You eat pretty healthy, right, Stacker Factor?
Yeah, I eat super healthy. Do the whole, I've done the organic thing for maybe 16, 17 years now.
What is your age group? You don't have to say exactly, but
Yeah, I'm almost 40. I'm late 30s.
yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, but I got friends who all have like back problems or who are overweight and this or that, but I'm still physically like I don't know, good, man. And I think a lot of it has to do with the diet and exercise.
Yeah, heck yeah, it does.
I used to be a die-hard sports fan, like when I was in my 20s, just hit the bar every day or every week for like football or even watch 3-hour baseball games a couple times a week and drink with the boys. And I was so out of shape and unhealthy. And we'd watch UFC, and see guys our age there and fighting and shit. And none of us could fucking run a mile without wheezing. And then when I moved to SAC, I got super healthy and I joined a professional MMA gym and started training, and it just totally changed my life and just kickstarted me and made me realize like, hey, like you can't let yourself go. And
Yeah.
there comes a point where you're like, at one point, where you just accept being a fatty or you just accept being unhealthy. And yeah, you can't have that attitude ever.
It gets, man, I don't know. It's hard for us because if we do grocery shop or whatever, so much goes to waste.
Mm.
So
Yep.
for us, it's just so much. We just pick stuff up like to go more than anything else. I
That's
mean,
you know what though? That's smart these days because I used to do that. I would buy I like sandwiches every day, man. And so I would buy all the stuff, but then half the lettuce would go bad. I wouldn't use it, or like, the bread would get moldy, a week in. And so I was throwing so much shit away. Now I just go and just have them make me a sandwich every day. I just pay a little extra, but I'm not wasting anything.
There
Yeah.
you go.
my wife
So-
used to get like what was it, the Hello Fresh, where you cook it yourself
Yeah.
and everything. They give you
Yeah,
all the
yeah, yeah.
ingredients. But then like we would get off work and we'd just be so lazy, we'd pick something up on the way home, and then by the end of the week we have like 2 or 3 meals that we didn't really get to, and the shit's going bad, and it's just like, whoa,
Yep.
shit.
And you get sick of it too if you eat them like every week
Yeah, they
because
had
they
a
use
good
they use
menu,
the
and
same
then
ingredients for all the different dishes.
they do too. We had it. She would rotate it pretty well, but we would end up with like the same, like you said, pretty much the same ingredients, just thrown in a different manner.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it gets old. B Taylor's right. He says quality of food goes down with the dollar. Yeah, if you start buying cheap food, it's cheap shit you put in your.
Yeah,
We
for
have a
sure.
lot of good restaurants. Like we'll pick up like Thai food to go or Italian food to go, stuff like that. And there's a lot of good food out here.
Yeah, and with the cheap stuff too, you get a lot of chemicals in there. Like if you go to like dollar store and get those kind of foods, you're getting so many preservatives, food coloring. You're getting like bisphenol A, just like loaded up in your food. The oils they use are the worst GMO oils. Um, and you'll pay for that in the form of like cancer, clogged arteries, and all that crap. And it's just you don't want to suffer. Just pay a little extra to eat good food.
Yeah.
You don't have to eat caviar and lobster every night, but get the organic chicken, or you know what I mean. Eat fruits that are not GMO.
I don't know. Like I've gone to the grocery store and looked at the organic chicken, and the chicken breasts are like huge, and I'm like, there's no way this is organic.
Yeah, it's like, how did it get that big? You're talking like that's got to be hormones and steroids and shit.
No, what I think it is I think they selectively breed the chickens, so the chickens are just bigger.
It
Which
sounds
is
very
kind of
not
deceiving. It's kind of deceiving, but if you can find like the small farm raised chickens, and they're a lot smaller, and this is better.
Yeah.
Furwang says that's the way to do it, Stacker Factor. I'm in the physical shape of a trash bag full of mashed potatoes, but you do speak truth and will be the better off for it.
A trash bag full of mashed potatoes. I know. I
Well,
read that.
if you don't want to be a trash bag full of mashed potatoes, all you got to do is just start running, and you don't have to do anything crazy. Start out, just go 1 mile, do 1 mile a week, step it up to 2 miles a week, step it up to 2 miles twice a week. Next thing you know, you'll be half the weight, and it's
Yeah.
free.
No, that's a good point for sure. It's a steady progression.
And weightlifting is good too. It's good for your bones and your joints. But the running, what it does is it pumps blood through all your body. And there's a stat that's like 90% of people over 40 years old will never sprint again in their life.
That
You
makes
know,
I'm 45 and I can't remember the last time I sprinted anywhere.
totally.
and
Dude,
sweating,
Furwang says,
man.
can I
People,
start by running from my problems?
there you go. Hey, so that's actually what a big reason why I got into running, man. I had a bad breakup and I couldn't get it off my mind, so I just started running.
like Forrest Gump.
Yep, straight up.
Yeah.
Stacker Factor, Stacker Staker Dividend Maker. That's not true. He says the only time he runs is when Popo is chasing him. I thought you are Popo. I thought you are a cop.
I was
Dirty cop.
gonna say that's the only time I run, when someone's chasing me.
The only time I run is when I'm leaving work.
Right?
B Taylor says, "Yeah, right. Let a dog loose around me."
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up.
I was trying to get back into it for a bit. A couple years ago, my wife wanted a treadmill, so I got a treadmill and it collects dust now. But there was like 3 days in a row I got on it for like 10 minutes after work and I just walked, and I was like, I started feeling good, and then I skipped it one day and I haven't been back on it since.
3 days.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Rocco says, I run when I have less than 30 seconds to reach a toilet.
Yeah. Oh shit! I did that the other day. I got some cherries, and I don't know what was in those fucking cherries, man. But I barely made it. It barely made it. That was on a bike too. I thought I was gonna shit myself right in a fucking bike.
You have a good farmer's market by you, right? Is that what?
Yeah, I'm blessed to live in the Central Valley here, where they got all that stuff. The farmers markets, they got the natural foods co-op, the grocery stores type of deal. So everything is just kind of grown around here. We're the breadbasket for, the whole west side of the country.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when I'm in the Midwest. My brother has a freaking kick-ass garden in his backyard, and I eat tomatoes from his garden, and it's just it tastes so much different, so much better.
Mm-hmm. So much better, man.
It's crazy. But I mean, it's hard to get like fresh stuff out here, I think.
Yeah. Well,
I know people that they say they have a garden in their backyard, but I'm like, I don't know how they do it.
you probably need a greenhouse out there.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. You'd have to protect it somehow. My dogs would eat that shit anyway. They'd be picking tomatoes from their own teeth.
Well,
Well,
I'm sure the growing season is not a traditional growing season. Like over here, we don't grow food in the summer. We grow it in the fall and the spring, even the winter.
that's probably right. That's probably how you'd have to do it out here, like in the winter time, and then summertime you don't have shit.
Mm-hmm.
Blue, Blue, what part of the country are you in?
I'm in Florida.
Okay, okay. How you like it, Florida?
Well, I mean, I've been here 22 years. It's getting a little overcrowded, to be honest. I mean, it was great when I first moved here, but getting a little overcrowded for my taste.
Got it. Yeah, I was thinking like, California is just kind of driving me nuts. I love where I'm at. A great city, easy to get around, but just too much, politics stuff. And I was thinking, where's a good place to go? Phoenix kind of seems like it would be chill. Um, Texas, there are parts of Texas, but they're turning pretty sketchy too, like Austin. But Florida was on my list. What's a good place in Florida that you would move to if you were some Californian trying to escape the
Well,
pod?
I'd stay away from Miami.
Sure.
If you're looking for a city lifestyle,
Yeah.
I would look in Fort Lauderdale. I
Okay.
think Fort Lauderdale's a nice combination. Great beaches, awesome airport, 10 minutes away. Great downtown, excellent food. Stay on the east side, and yeah, that's a great
Cool.
area.
Fort Lauderdale. Nice.
Lauderdale's a good area. Good young population.
I don't know
Perfect.
about Phoenix. I don't know about Phoenix.
No.
Dude, they get hotter than Vegas.
Yeah, the heat doesn't bother me, man.
I don't know. I couldn't do it. Vegas heat's
No.
enough.
Phoenix got a little bit of a younger vibe too, doesn't it?
I don't know much about Phoenix. I know they get. They're about 5 to 10 degrees hotter than us most of the time, and it's the heat out
Yeah,
here
it's the
is
hottest place
ridiculous.
in the country
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I've never been. I don't think I've ever been there in the heat, but I have been in there in the cold, and it gets pretty freaking cold there too.
It's just like here. It's a desert. It can get down there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I was actually pretty damn surprised. We went there. I mean, it was Christmas time, so it's December, but we were freezing our asses off. We don't have that kind of shit here.
Well,
Blue,
that's
have
funny
you
because
go ahead.
like people think that here, like they come out here in December and January and they're wearing shorts and a tank top and they're like, I thought it was gonna be hot here. It's a desert, and I'm like, you're a jackass. You should have looked at
Yeah.
It gets windy there
nowadays you can look
too.
at the Weather Channel.
I mean, in the wintertime, we're like 60 in the morning, 75 during the day. Unless it's a cold front comes through, it might be like 45 in the morning, 65 during the day.
It's perfect.
Yeah, it is. It's great. I mean, for 8 months out of the year, it's paradise weather-wise. The harsh months are June, July, August, September.
Silver State says he hears Florida has half price houses.
Half price. I don't know. I don't know what half compared to what? California?
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe compared to us.
Well, so
Nah,
isn't Florida having like a housing crisis? I think that's what he's talking about.
I think that's what
Like,
he's talking about too, but I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that in my area here. I live
have
in
you?
an area that's kind of like, I mean, it's not a upper middle class, but I would say it's solid middle class area. Like houses are like 700,000
Okay, okay.
somewhere in it.
Have you explored Alabama much? There's a guy named Platinum Beast who's a YouTuber, and he's in Alabama, and he really likes it. And he had mentioned a place called Orange Beach. That was some spot I guess he likes to go.
Yeah, Emperor Wang. I moved here. I didn't get sent here by like aliens or something or.
Witness protection program.
Oh, that's what he was talking about. The witness. Yeah, no. If it was, I wouldn't be talking about it. I was
I
out
don't
of
know
the
anything
witness
about
protection
Alabama.
program years ago.
A lot of people I think are going like Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, like those areas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. My best friend just moved to South Carolina. He loves it.
They always sound like nice areas.
Yeah, it gets
He said
pretty
he
damn
hasn't
hot
seen
up
one
there.
homeless person since he moved there, and I could see homeless people out my window right now.
Oh yeah, it's freaking crazy out here.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
put a
that's
Circle
one
K.
thing. In my area, we don't have a hell of a lot of homeless people. We got, our regulars here and there. We got one crack whore that stands out by the Wawa, and that's something new, man. We call her Cracky.
What, crack whores or the Wawa? What's new?
No, the Wawa is fairly new, but the crack whore in front of it is new. We never had that before. I've never seen, like, we don't have streetwalkers, and we don't have, like, tons of homeless people. We got a few here and there, like every area has them, but it's pretty good area here.
Well, I used to live in a good area, and then they put up a Circle K and some apartment complexes, and now it's shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They put a 7-Eleven in on the bottom floor of an apartment complex I used to live in, this big building, and it's just straight up just junkies night and day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was telling my wife today, I'm like, I don't know what it is about Circle K's, but they're always freaking ghetto.
Mm.
I'm like, I don't.
I'll tell
I
you
went in
what,
there
we
one time and everything was
have
more
a nice,
expensive than the Chevron across the street. I'm like, how the hell do you guys stay in business?
Hmm.
I don't know. Silver State gets to see all the parts of Vegas, all the good, bad, and ugly, the good, bad, and in between.
yeah. Well, Silver State, I know what you're talking about when you say the half price houses and all that. But those guys, man, I don't trust those guys. That video that you sent me that day, those guys are from like New Jersey, and they're like part-time Florida people. Maybe it's just my area. My area is a little bit different because it's mostly a family area, and it's kind of the school system here is usually in the top 3 in the whole state. So we get a lot of traffic from that alone. So I don't know. We haven't really seen that,
Well,
but there
Colin, what were we,
are some areas that are suffering, I'm sure.
remember when we were texting earlier this afternoon and we were talking about the price, and I told you what was going to happen?
Mm-hmm.
I said it was going to get to like 34.90 and go back to 34.
Yeah.
It hit 34.84 and it's now down to 34.20.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they're not gonna let it hit 35, man. That's a
Yeah.
grid. I had a dream last night though that I woke up, silver was up to $42. So maybe that's a premonition. Who knows?
what did you do? Did you sell?
Oh no, I'm not selling. Sell for what? 42?
Uh, if
I'll
silver
sell it
goes,
maybe 2 grand, man. I'm saving. I'm not trying to just sell.
yeah.
And then gold hit 33.93 and went back down to 33.65.
Yeah, you can't look at that though. I mean, if it was up 5% and it gives back 1%, that's okay.
Yep. I'd rather have it spike up and then down, versus spike way down and come back up.
Or spike up and freaking plummet.
Yeah.
It's
But
all
Yeah,
a
that's
long hold
true.
though,
Last
blue
time
if
it went to 35, it came back into the 20s. It
yep.
was high 28s.
Yep.
But I
But
bought the
that was a
dip.
different time though. Timing is everything, man.
Yeah.
And if it hit 42, I wouldn't sell, but if platinum didn't move and silver hit 42, I would be trading, 20-1 silver for platinum at that point.
Right. Yeah, I
That is
think
definitely.
platinum's a good bet.
Now you got me thinking about platinum. I
Now,
knew
if they only made Morgans out of platinum,
Oh, a
but they
platinum
don't.
Morgan would be freaking cool, man.
I bet you they have like somebody must have like a platinum round shaped like a Morgan, right?
Yeah, they got all kinds of platinum rounds, but if they actually had if the US Mint released, a limited amount of platinum Morgans one year, man, that would be money.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Well,
All right, guys. I got to take Stacker Pupper out. It was a
Yep.
pleasure. It was a pleasure being here. Sorry about the technical issues, but it worked out for the better because this backup camera is way better at focusing than my iPhone. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm glad, kind of glad that actually happened, but sorry for hijacking the beginning of the show there.
Oh,
No
not at
worries. It
all,
wouldn't
man.
be Monday Night Metals without some technical difficulties. Although we haven't had many technical difficulties lately, so for some reason.
Mm.
Cool. Yeah, I'd love to come back on sometime, guys. And maybe I'll do the face forward version. But yeah, really appreciate it, and thanks to the chat and everyone who participated and watched us and supports us. It really means a lot. I don't know if you guys are monetized or do sponsors or anything, but I don't, and I do this strictly for the love of the game, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, you're just about approaching 2,000 subs now, right?
Yeah, I'm close, but I don't even care about my subs, the count. I care about the people and showing the silver, man. That's all that matters for me.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
no,
man, we
that's awesome.
appreciate you being on. Thank you for joining us.
All right, guys, have a great night, and I'll catch you at the next one.
Take care,
Take
brother.
care.
All right, peace, guys.
Bye-bye. Stack Attacker wager. I remember when platinum was way more expensive than gold. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, it was. Silver State says Vegas is getting crushed right now, back to '08 levels transaction wise. No shit.
Yeah, no, I could see that. I could see like it's definitely coming. Like Florida, Silver State, he sent me a video, like I said, and we were texting about it, and it's definitely coming. But it's just I don't think it's here yet, but it's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. Florida is boom or bust. We're either booming or we're crushed, and we're going to get crushed. It's only a matter of time. People are going to
Yeah,
move out of here. That's the problem. I mean, a
yeah,
lot
what's
of
up?
people came here in the last 4 years.
Yeah, here too. Transients, what's up, man? T-Bird, hello. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, man, like I look here and houses are like average house is like 600,000 and I don't know how people can afford that.
Right.
Like my
Well,
wife and I make good money and it's like I wouldn't want to put myself in a situation with a mortgage that high. It's nuts.
yeah. Well, when I moved here, I've been in this house for 22 years, right? So we're just about paid off now. And if I had to buy this house today, I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford to live where I live. So I'm just glad I bought when I did.
Yeah, I've been in my house since for like 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
13, 14 years. And yeah, if I had to buy this today, my mortgage would be like triple.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's no way in hell I would want to put myself in that situation.
No, hell no, man. My mortgage is $900, dude.
That's not much more than that. And
Yeah,
I'm grateful for that too. So
way. Yeah, without question. I
I
mean,
just
it's
don't
like
know how people do it.
we're almost, we thought about like paying it off because we're pretty low on our balance, and we thought about like, oh, let's pay it off. But no, we already paid all the interest. Let's just pay it off in payments. Or most of the money that comes off now is principal anyway. So
Yeah, you're on the back end of it. So you're on the back end. So you're sitting in the right spot.
yeah, I think we finish up. We got like maybe 3 more years because we had a 25-year note. We didn't have a
Nice.
30. We took a 25. So we got about 3 years of payments, and then we're done.
I've
But
always paid extra on mine anyway. So like
yeah.
I'm trying to get it done within the next 5 years, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I better start making content if I want to do that.
Why you
Because
think
the money I used to
YouTube's gonna pay your mortgage, brother?
no, I know that. I know it's not gonna pay my mortgage, but it'll give me more money to put towards metals than what I'm doing
Yeah.
now. I
I
used to see the
honestly,
money I spend on metals now, I used to put extra towards the mortgage, but now I've been putting it towards metals instead of extra towards the mortgage. So
yeah,
it's one of those things.
I would say this. I mean, if I had to put 100% effort into either YouTube or into Whatnot, I'd put 100% effort into Whatnot.
Oh, for sure. There's no doubt
Yeah,
about that.
because now I'm splitting my time. I'm putting 50% of my time into this and 50% of my time into that. But if I doubled my time on that, I would triple the money that I make, and you make pretty decent money. I showed you what we made. It's not
You
cheap.
also have the hookup though. Like if you got the right situation with your LCS.
Yeah, but it's not even. That's not even the where. Well,
It is.
to me, you don't make money on silver. You make your money on selling the copper. You make your money on the gold backs, and you make your money on numismatics, Morgans, those graded silver dollars that I have. But that also does go back to the hookup. Yes.
You have the hookup on that stuff, yeah.
You got to buy in bulk, though. You got to go in and be like, not afraid to go in and buy 200 Morgans at a clip, you know? And
Right.
say, yeah, I'll take all 200 of them, but I'm not paying $32 for those and 28 for those and blah, 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 blah. I want them all for 28. And,
Right.
and they do it. They'll do it because what are they going to do? They're going to send them to wholesale and get less than that, you know?
Silver State says they're doing 40-year mortgages now.
I see
What
that.
the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah. Well, what do you think? I mean, they're doing 10-year car notes, man. How do you do a 10-year car note?
See, when I first moved into my house, there was an empty lot behind my house, and I didn't think they had enough room to put anything. I had a view of the strip and everything. They slap a 3-story apartment complex behind my house, and now it's a high-end apartment complex where they have like shops and shit in the apartment, restaurants right there and everything. Well, now like you'll see the repo truck pulling out of there with a car on the back of it, like pulling into the middle of the road and strapping it all down because they're in a hurry to yank it out of there. So
Right.
it's like these people are paying 1,500 a month for a studio apartment. They're driving a $1,500 a month car, and they can't afford none of it.
Right.
I'm like, you guys are over your head.
Yeah, but that's another thing. It's like I look at cars now. I don't think I'll ever buy another new car ever as long as I live. Considering what payments of the average car payment is almost $800 a month now.
Well, that's my car, and that's when I first got it. I paid it off way early, but when I first got it, my payments were 800 a month.
Yeah.
But I think I paid that for like 2 or 3 years, or like 2 years, and then I just paid it off. I'm like, what am I doing?
Right.
So,
Yeah. No, I hear you. I mean, you got a nice car, but goddamn, 800 a month, dude.
but I bought it brand new too. But now it's like I would get less of a car. My car is 6 years old, 5 years old. But now if I were to buy that, forget about it. I wouldn't fucking probably be looking at 1,000 a month just
But
because prices
yeah, I
go
was
up and
gonna say
shit.
the price of the car itself is probably like 50% more than what you paid for it.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah. No,
I
that
mean,
that whole game. I think I told you. Yeah, today I've told you how many miles I got on my car and how many
yeah,
miles my wife has on her car. We just keep
yeah.
driving it, man. It's like no payments, just keep driving them, and they keep paying you back.
Well, I used to get a different car every year.
Yeah, I
I
did
had a
too.
bad habit.
When I was like in my 20s and 30s, I had new cars all the time. But if I look back now and say, if I had the same attitude then as I did now, that money would have just multiplied over the years.
I would
And
have been
that
retired.
my kids, my kids are like what I wasn't. I wasn't like a big saver. My kids are savers, man. I don't know where they got it from. I really,
Good.
they know how to save money.
E. Taylor says we're trending on the big screen now. He must have put us on his TV.
Oh shit.
That's scary. Yeah, my nephew, he's in college right now, but I think he has the first dollar he ever freaking earned.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's like my oldest. My oldest is the same way. He doesn't spend money on nothing, man. He's got the same car he had when he was 17. He's 27. He'll be 28 in July. He's got the same car he had when he was in high school.
Smart kid.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. But
But
you
I was 3 cars in by the time I got out of high school, I think. None of them were fancy or anything, but
yeah.
one of those things. What's up, Cartier? Hope you're feeling better.
Cartier just popped in. I can look at the chat on my phone now because I shut the camera off. I'm just kind of sitting in the living room now because my wife is sleeping, but I can really kind of pay attention to it now because it's right in my face, instead of hunching over the camera.
I'm telling you, I'm spoiled. My
Yeah,
son,
I got to do like you did. I got to get a remote camera.
my wife spoiled me. I got StreamYard over here. And I got YouTube over here.
Yeah, no, that's a big ass monitor. That's awesome. You got the good setup.
It wasn't even. I think she paid like. I mean, it wasn't. I think it was like $1,500.
Yeah,
So I mean, it's not like astronomical, not cheap, but it's. I've gotten my money out of it.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, I had a cheap ass laptop that wouldn't even hold the battery, wouldn't even hold a charge. So
yeah. I saw it. Stack Attack Wager said 200. Whoa, baller or something like that. But it's not. I'm not buying them to collect them. If I bought 200 Morgans, I'm buying them to sell them. So it's a little bit different, you know. It's like, no, I would never buy 200 Morgans to put them away. Maybe over a course of a couple of years, but um, that's basically just inventory.
I mean, like you said, you're gonna buy 200 Morgans, and you're gonna tell them, listen, I'm gonna pay $28, so that's $5,600, and
Yeah,
you're not buying them to hold on to. You're buying them to take, throw on whatnot. That $28 you get $35 for,
yeah.
and you're making your money. So it's
Well,
not
that's the
like,
hope. You know, you find a lot of diamonds in the rough too. Like
yeah,
when you buy a group of Morgans, it's like there's got to be some good ones in there too. You get some BUs in there, and you might get a. I got one. Listen to this. It's going in for grading. It came out of a group of. I'm not even going to say they weren't even a book. It wasn't even a great group of coins, but there was a 96 O in there, and it's in mint state condition. So even if it's an AU coin, it's a $600 coin. If it's a 62, it's a 61 actually. It's a $2,200 coin. And I think I paid $30 for it.
and that's because you're buying them in bulk, and they're not even looking at them. They're just getting rid. He's just flipping them, right? He's just getting them in and getting them out.
Well, that one group I bought, I got 36 of them. Some dude brought them in, put them on the counter. He got paid for them, and 5 minutes later, I said, I'll give you XML for them, and he said, okay, take them. And he didn't even look at them. And I walked out the door with them. Out of those coins, out of those 36, 16 of them are being graded. That's a
He
good thing.
doesn't want to. He doesn't have to take the time. He doesn't have to do nothing. He flipped it and made his money real quick.
That's it. He probably made a couple $100 in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, otherwise he's gonna have to go through them all, and take, hour, 2 hours. He'd rather not mess with it.
right? Yeah. No, he did. You know, he made what he wanted to make. He gave me a price. I didn't quibble on the price. I paid him right there, and I took the pieces out. And I filmed them all. I just haven't. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do another guess the grade video. But I mean, it's 20 or 21 coins going in, so I can't do that in one video. I'm gonna have to break it up over 3 videos, like 7 coins each video,
Why
and
not?
then
Dubs, he would.
yeah, and then give away. I'm gonna give away like I don't know what I'm gonna give away, but I was thinking about like maybe a gram of gold to the winner.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's a good prize. You know, it's get interest in it. So it is what it is.
Stack Attacker Wager says, I'm sure they check Morgans when they come in. It all depends. Like, if they buy a big bulk, like Blue Collar saying, he got them right on the counter and flipped them before he even had to check them into inventory.
Yeah, but you know what? Stack Attack Wager, you know Morgan's, right? So the other day I was in there and out of the cold tray, I found probably I'm gonna say it was an XF 84S, which is that could be a triple digit coin. I paid $27 for it. Just because they look at it and they're like, that's not worth grading. You know what I mean? And nobody's gonna pay because it's an XF, nobody's gonna pay big bucks for it. But you put it in a holder and you have it graded XF and you go into a book and look, and now it's $120 coin, you know?
Right.
So same thing with those the ones that were in that what the hell is it? The capital. It's like a capital holder. There was three of them, a 78, 79, and an 80.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And when I took them out of the capital holder, they almost exploded. They're like proof like coins. Well, Stack Attacker Wager said he didn't think they were PLs, and I take his word for it. But I'm putting them in. I'm trying to get, trying to see what I can get out of them.
Yeah, why not? Shit.
You know, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Add it up at the end. When you're putting them in a big group, you're spreading the shipping over 20 coins. And that helps. That's a big part of the cost is your shipping, because you got to insure them.
Right. And you got to insure them for the value you think they're going to end up at, right?
Well, that's the thing. When I'm shipping them up there, I'm basically putting $100 a piece on them. But I have one or two that I got to put more value on. I just bought an 8-tail feather that I think I showed it to you.
Yeah.
It's an 8-tail feather, and I think it's worth about raw. It's worth probably 600, but
You
graded
got a
it
seal on it.
could be 750 graded. I didn't pay that for it, but you got to definitely bump the insurance up on that one.
Well, and then when they send it back, they do the value of it, right?
Yeah.
They go by their value because
Oh
then
yeah,
they have to pay
they
for it
do evaluate it, and then they insure it for what they evaluated at.
because they have to pay for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're charging you for it. Hey, Stack Attacker Wager, you're way more of an expert than I am. Trust me. That's why I love watching your videos. You know way more about the Morgans than I do. What probably I'll ever know. So, what time is it?
Poppy just emailed me. He said, no, he's not a cop, but he did tell me what he does. He
Oh
said, I
yeah,
didn't say nothing in the stream, but I'm not a cop. I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah. I looked at a raw CC the other day. He had a couple of them because I had 19 coins lined up to go in, and I wanted a 20th coin. I wanted something special, and I ended up buying the 8-tail feather as opposed to the CC that he had, because the CC that he had, I thought he wanted a little bit too much money for it.
These are always nuts, right?
Yeah, it's just like it's a thing, It's a CC. So
Emperor Wang says he once sent a Platinum Eagle to PCGS in a regular stamped letter envelope, uninsured, and dropped in a mailbox. Very stupid for sure, but they graded it and sent it back. Wow. Yeah,
yeah,
I wouldn't do that nowadays.
no, I definitely not. No, I'm like double boxing them. I'm putting them in bubble pack. I'm like,
Yeah, I
but
don't blame you.
no, it's and then you still got to worry about him disappearing.
Yeah, the post office is nuts.
Yeah, there's a lot of thievery going on.
Yep. Don't blame them. Shit's crazy.
Yeah, sometimes you're better off. I'm talking to Saw again right now. Sometimes you're better off buying them already graded. If you can get somebody that's looking to sell them. Like I got a bunch of graded stuff off Whatnot, and I think I got them for a pretty good number.
Okay, entertain the chat for a minute. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to entertain you by myself. I'll just read off what you guys are saying. So B Taylor, pick them bins. All right, now something's in front. What the hell? Pick them bins. Well, I keep losing it. Oh, pick them gems, right? Pick them bins. Plenty of gems out there. Got it. It kept going up the chat. Yeah, that's why I haven't Stack Attack. Yeah, that's why I haven't seen any GSA yet. You haven't sent any GSAs in? I did. Obviously, I think you saw the video. I sent 3 of them in. They came back 61s, but there's CAC 61s. I don't know. I'm not unhappy with that. They probably are 61s, but I don't know. I like the GSAs, but Sometimes you're better off you buying them graded too, because a lot of times they're trying to sell those for graded price. Basically $300 minimum for an 82, 83, or an 84. You know? So, are you guys entertained? Emperor Wang wants to know. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, you scored a few things on Whatnot, B. Taylor. I've seen you around in different streams. There's a lot of good stuff on there. I'm just scrolling back on the chat right now. Canslaw. FG. I'll be watching for that grade video, Blue Collar. Yeah, I got it all filmed. The only thing I really got to film is the new coin that I got, the 8 tail feather. Sorry, guys, I'm losing my voice, man. I got to film that 8 tail feather and get that, but it's the light that I have sucks, and it just doesn't do the coin justice. When you got it in your hand, it's a flashy coin, man. It's a beautiful coin. But under the freaking circle LED light, it doesn't look as good. It's not as impressive, you know? And it pisses me off too. I don't know. So, more than a few, Joe. You got some good stuff. Captain D's, never heard of that one. What is that? What did they serve? Sounds like a fish place. Captain D's. D's nuts? What are they, a nut place? Hanging off D's nuts? Blue Collar, you started down the van path yet? No, I haven't. I do have one Morgan that has a VAM on the holder, but I couldn't tell you what it was, and I've never even looked at it through a loop to see it. So I don't even know. I haven't gone down that rabbit hole. No, sir.
I don't know anything
That
about that.
that's where the real money is, though, in Morgan's, the VAMs, no doubt about it. Because my coin shop, the first thing they do is when they get a group of Morgans in, they put them with this guy Wayne, and Wayne is the guy that sits there with the freaking microscope and the loop, and he's finding the hot lips, and he's finding the 8 tail feather, and he's finding um, the VAMs and all that crap, and that's how they make their money. You know, they might buy a group of Morgans and pay somebody $30 a pop, and end up with a $5,000 coin. You never know.
And see, that's why OJ just shipped them. He just sent them right to you. That way he didn't have to worry about paying that guy shit to go through them.
Yeah,
Right.
the 85s are definitely more rare than the 2s, 3s, and 4s, and the 81. I think the 81 even more so in a GSA, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I don't have anything other than the 82, 83, 84. There was, I'm trying to think of what the one he didn't have it. It wasn't a GSA though. He had an 85 and I think he had an 81, but he wanted like 600 for him, and I thought it was a little stiff.
Any CCs?
Hmm.
Do you have any Carson cities?
Yeah, I just got 3 GSAs, 82, 83, and 84.
FG says if you want to chat about it, we can
I would
chat
love that. Yeah.
and give you a hand setting up to figure it out. What do you
Yeah,
guys
no doubt. I would love
setting
that.
up?
I'll email you my phone number, man, if you don't mind, and I'll definitely do that. That's awesome.
Oh, to figure out the VAM?
Yeah, to figure out the van. So Stack Attacker City, he nailed an 81, an 80, and an 85 from his dealer. Hopefully, he got him for a good number. I know those are more money.
What is I don't even know what the heck a VAM is.
It's a varieties, basically, is what it comes down to. There was 2 guys. I don't know the dudes' names. I know it was 2 guys that wrote a book, and they described like die cracks, defects in dies, that were repetitive, so that there's more than, it's not just a one-off. Like a die crack happens, like a Scarface. You heard of a Scarface, Morgan?
I got it.
Or a
Unique
Hot
die
Licks?
varieties of peace or Morgan dollars.
Yeah, and basically it kept stamping them until somebody realized, oh shit, we got a bad die there, we got to replace it. And so you end up with a couple of hundred Scarface Morgans, where the die crack was right across her cheek.
Oh, so you can go right here. You can look it up online. Go on Vam World.
Yeah, Van
Vintage
World and Van Bible.
die
There's a
pairs,
there's
die
a guy on
study.
YouTube. Actually, I gotta try and get him on. Numismatic Stacker. He is like the foremost expert in VAMs that I have ever seen on YouTube. Numismatic Stacker. He's pretty new, but he's got like 6,000 subs already.
All right.
Guy is a madman when it comes to VAMs. He knows everything you need to know about him.
And is from the Van Allen Malice, refers to unique die varieties of peace or Morgan dollars. Leroy C. Van Allen and A. George Malice.
Yeah.
Interesting. There's a lot of them, though. There's a lot of years. Every year has a certain, pretty much a different VAM, I guess, right? Huh?
Yeah, there are several that were pretty much worthless. They don't add much value, but they are documentable, right? I think the van that I have, I'd have to pull it out. I got an 81S with it's like a 1A dot A, I don't know what the hell it is. And I don't even know how to look it up. But it didn't add much value to the coin because I bought the coin pretty cheap. So,
Girl showed up. What's up, booty girl?
yeah.
G says he had a big channel, blew it up, and restarted his current channel.
Oh, is
Oh,
that right?
so he
Yeah.
pulled a LBS.
So he was never a guy that showed his face, and then he recently just started showing his face. And I think that's when his channel started blowing up, actually, when he started showing his face again. Unless I'm wrong, I could be wrong. I mean, I always say that. I always try and, hey, if I'm wrong, let me know, chat. you know?
Let me know, chat. These two Morgans you just sent me look pretty freaking nice.
Yeah, they're not bad. For the money? Hell no, dude.
This 84 looks really nice. I
That
don't know what
80, you got that 80. Didn't you get the 80 from me, the 80S, or was it an 80O?
we got an 85O.
No, what was the toner? You got the toner. It was like an 80, but super toned. Not like
Um,
a not like a blast white tone, but like a darker one, but with all different colors. I thought you got that one.
it did, but I don't know which one it is. They
It's
all
an
look dark
80.
to me.
It
That's
was
an
an 80.
80.
Yeah.
That's an 84. It was raw, right? It wasn't in one of these things. A flip? Nope, that's
Pretty sure
83G.
it might have been in one of the things. I don't know. How many 80s do you have?
I don't see any 80s.
You gotta have an 80, dude, unless you sold it.
No, I didn't sell none of my Morgans. This is it. Yeah, this one. It's got the blue ring around it and everything.
Yeah, that's got the super. It's got real nice toning. That one. It's hard to see on the. You can see that though. Make it full.
So,
Make it full size.
make it big. Stroke it.
Fluff it up. Fluff it up, chat. Yeah, that's a nice one. I think it's nicer on the other side, ain't it?
It's got the blue around the rim.
Yeah.
Is that from being in a book?
No, I don't know what it's from. It's just I don't know. Environmental.
Yeah.
Toners
Swollen
do go.
eye.
Toners do go for big bucks, and I don't
Like,
know if that coin. I don't know if that coin is worth grading, but you put that in a holder, even if it's like a VF coin, you'll get $150 for that thing.
come on,
Just
chat. Bet it up.
just the toning alone. It's a
Looks
beauty.
like she got punched in the eye.
Yeah, maybe she did.
See that?
Yeah,
She wasn't listening.
she's a nice one.
Bopped right in the eye. Look,
Yeah.
I got a slick one now too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't know. Man, I think that's crazy. I think it's super slick.
Yeah.
My first slicker.
Damn, we're up to 2.5 hours. Holy shit.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you if you want to keep going, I'll keep going. I don't care. Helps me with my hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna run out of battery, but right before I run out of battery, I'll say goodnight to everybody. And I
Yeah,
have a
shot up in the
charger with
face.
a portable charger, but she's on zero now. So
Is this 83p really worth $50?
is that the one? Fuck if I know, but
I don't know if I got it from you or if I got it from one of the other channels.
nah, that definitely came from me. Let me see that. Flip that over. I mean, look, is it worth $50? You didn't pay 50 for it, so
Oh, I know. I don't remember what I paid for. These two I paid up for, but these two are worth it.
yeah,
This 85O looks really nice.
yeah, that's in good shape.
He's a beaut.
Yeah, she's a beaut, Clark. I think she's actually got some cartwheel left on her.
Little car wheel.
She might be an AU 55, a little bit of cartwheel left on it.
They always do this. Look, cartwheel. Look at you. See the cartwheel.
Yeah, it's hard to get that to show on
Like
camera.
that bitch ain't even done a somersault, right? On a cartwheel.
Yeah. Well, you got to see that 8 tail feather. That thing is like, hey, booty girl just popped in. What's up, booty?
Thought I said that already.
Hey, booty girl, I got a bone to pick with you, with you stealing my blue font. Booty
Ooh,
shorts.
shit.
What's up with that booty shorts? I love you. That is very nice. I love it.
This
She
one's from.
didn't you compliment me on that blue font? And then I turned on the computer the next day and I was like,
Yeah,
God damn it.
yeah. She snatched it.
That's all good. No, I'm only
Borrowed it.
kidding. I'm only teasing. She knows I'm teasing.
She borrowed it.
She borrowed it. That's all good. Hey,
Stewart
I
says,
don't have a
Tone, that's
license
just
on it.
dirt.
Hmm?
Stewart says, Tone, that's just dirt. Dip it.
No. No, no, no.
I cannot dip Morgan's.
Oh, only a month ago? All right. Maybe you did it before me then. I don't know. Look at my history. No, I'm only kidding. I'm not going to get that deep into it. Trust me. I was kind of hoping that you'd come in tonight so I could stir the pot a little bit.
Let's see.
But believe me, I have no license on blue tone, on blue font. I swear she's crying.
Let me see. I might have to look.
No, it doesn't matter. Who cares?
Let's look back. How far?
It's all good.
I don't know.
It is pretty though. You do a great job on your shorts. I like how when you're talking, the text on the screen follows what you're saying. That is pretty cool.
It's too much work.
I don't
It's
know.
not. Actually, it's not.
Yeah.
Silver State does that too a lot, I think.
Yeah. I think it's there's a setting for it or whatever in the editor. You can do it. I think you could do it on YouTube too, right? I don't even know. I don't even care. Most of the time in my shorts, I'm just cutting out the what's in the video, putting a little music below it, trying to share what people didn't see in the video.
And I sat down to do a video this morning, son of a bitch. I couldn't get it.
No.
Let me see how many tries I did at it. One,
Yeah,
two,
booty
3,
shorts.
6,
That was
9,
good. I like
12,
that.
15, 8. I did 19 freaking takes on it.
Oh, I know. You showed me that.
That was this one from this morning. I did 19.
Oh, that was today's. You didn't show me that
Jeez,
one.
what a knucklehead.
Now you telling me that you can't take those 19 takes and
I
chop it
don't
up
like
into
them.
something that you can use?
No, I don't like them.
Oh, dude, come on. If you don't move the camera and you don't move the stuff that's on the desk, at least not significantly, you could always use a transition. Use that transition, the layers one, where it just scrambles the screen and then it comes up and nobody remembers what was there before.
Yeah,
You could get away
I
with it.
know. I know I could do it. I don't know. Like I said, that one time I was editing and I watched it and I'm like, this is, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll get back into it eventually.
Oh, so you edit on TikTok for the shorts and then you bring it over. Yeah, I gave up on TikTok, man. I was doing TikTok for a while. I just didn't feel like I was getting anything out of it. So
Yes.
I very
Emperor,
rarely post on it.
Emperor Wang has it right. He says perfection is the enemy of good, Vegas. Let it rip. Let it rip. All right.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna put out shitty content from now on.
You know where I heard that expression on the show Blue Bloods. Blue Bloods, they said that. Yep.
Let me see if I can get. Whoa, that's my belly.
Belly shot. Belly shot.
I was trying to get my pups.
Good
I
thing you're
put them a
wearing
blanket.
pants.
I put them a blanket in here. They're both squeezed up on this blanket.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to get my pups. My belly was in the way.
There's that belly that Stacker Factor was telling you how to lose.
Yeah, I knew he ate healthy. I can't do that shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't that organic stuff, I think that's just I think it's horse shit.
Well,
Not really, not
I'm sure
literally,
a
but
lot of it is 100% aroused now. He's got a
there you go.
rager.
You're
Emperor's got a
welcome,
rager.
enormous. Hey, I still gotta package up your shit.
Who's shit?
Enormous's stuff. Hey, I'm gonna put it right in this box right here, okay? I
Man,
gotta send him his alien, and then I have to send FG. I have to send FG his piece, and I gotta send who else was it? Who else won the freaking giveaway?
Silver and Cigars.
No, not that. You gotta send that one off.
Oh, is that me? I know. I got that's a gold back, right?
A quarter ounce Incuse Indian.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I'm sending him a gold back, and I'm throwing in that quarter ounce. I just got a quarter ounce in Q Cindy, and I'll throw it in.
Yeah, use that one. I'll send you another one.
Nah, don't worry about it. That's good.
It was damn. Who won it last week? I know it was FG, and I got the email.
Yeah, I know Stuart. I got to send Stuart a gold back as well. He sent me his address. So Stuart, if you're out there, I'll get to it this week. I promise. I've just been
Oh, that's who it was.
dragging my
Littlefoot.
feet. Take care. So are you leaving? Yeah, I'll definitely. I was thinking about the video that I would put it out when I know the other coins are coming back. You know, in other words, when I get the email and it says your stuff is shipped, that's when I was going to release it. So there's only like a couple days in between. Because when it's like a month or two in between, everybody kind of forgets about it, you know?
Yeah. He says something appreciated. He says, I've really enjoyed listening to you guys tonight. We've been rambling. It's been a good one.
Yeah, I like just sitting on here and rambling. Sometimes when you got a guest, I feel like there's pressure, you know? Like between you and me, there's no pressure. It's just we can bullshit all night long, you know?
It's been running good though. I can't it's been running good.
Yeah. Yeah, even with the guest, it hasn't been bad. I mean, obviously we miss LBS, but, you know, sometimes with three people, it's tough too, you know?
Yeah, it gets you interrupt people every now and then and gotta look back and go through all that. But it's running good. It's going good.
Yeah.
BCS Silver State says BCS, I'm running the channel. You get some watch hours tonight.
Oh,
Must be
thank you.
doing.
Did you do that a couple of nights ago? Because I noticed somebody was running through all my interviews, like OJ Coin interviews. So I thought maybe it was you.
Silver State says y'all put BCS playlist on loop tonight so he can level up.
I
If we
know
all
I'm
run
too.
his playlist on loop tonight, he will level up by the morning.
I am 202 hours short of 4,000 right now. 202.
202. You're gonna catch me because I haven't been doing shit.
Well,
Where am I at? I
I don't
am
have any.
at.
I don't have anything that's ripping it up right now. So
I'm 161, but that's not without May 28th.
I'm going on it right now to look to make sure. I got 30. No, 208. I got 3792. So 208 short.
40.6 plus.
Yeah, if anybody wants to get on my
32.
playlist tonight, if you're not doing anything anyway, just let it play out. Interviews and live streams. Those are
I
like
am 100.
2 hour
I'm
videos.
121 away.
Yeah.
And then tonight should help. Tonight should be a little bit.
Put your stuff in a
50.
playlist, man. You know that dude, what the hell is his name? T Square. I've mentioned it before. T
I
Square said
created a
he'll go.
playlist.
He said he'll pump it up on his channel. He said put a playlist together. I'll pump it on my channel, and you'll have 100 people in there.
I did a live streams playlist which has 16 videos in it,
Yeah,
and an odds and end video or playlist which has 17. You
yeah,
like if somebody watched my live streams, shit, that's figure 2 hours on each one of those.
right. Yeah, you don't need, and like obviously, I do the same thing, but I just turn the volume down, you know. And but the problem is, you can't do it from the same IP. Even if you have a different account, you can't do it for yourself. They won't. It just won't count.
Yeah.
I thought about it. If you had a VPN, maybe you could get away with it. But I mean, I don't really want to game the system. I just want to get there, and I feel like
Yeah.
I'm never going to get there though.
It's hard because like shit keeps dropping off, Not
Yeah,
like and not like it was great videos at the beginning, but it's still, 5, 10 hours here or there freaking adds up.
it does.
Thanks, Silver State. Silver State said he'll run my channel too. Appreciate it.
Thanks, brother. We really appreciate that. Thank you.
Like I swear I was like 10 hours away and I had a live stream pending. And I'm like, that's 50 hours right there. And
Yeah.
I don't know how it missed it somehow. But whatever. It is what it is.
Like how many people do we have in the stream right now? Because I can't see it.
18.
How many?
19. Just went to 19.
I'll tell you what, 19, 2 hours and 41 minutes in, that ain't bad.
It's I've been watching the numbers. It's been about 20 all night, which has been a good stream, good night.
Yeah. I mean, Monday nights are tough too, and it's late here, man. It's 12:49 on the East Coast.
B Taylor too. B Taylor is late for B Taylor.
Yeah.
He's always hanging.
Yep. Oh no, the people
FG
that are in
FG as well. FG stays up late though.
the people that are in our stream are so loyal. It's amazing.
Pretty appreciate it. He says he's out. Got a good week. Keep on going. Thanks, bud.
Take care,
Appreciate it.
Claudia.
You're feeling
It's
better.
it's definitely almost 1 a.m. where you are, right? Or you on Central Time? You're up there in the Panhandle. I thought it could be Central Time.
Where's FG? FG's in.
Oh, he's West Coast.
Is he West Coast? I
Yeah,
couldn't
Oregon.
remember.
Oregon.
Why was I thinking New York for some reason?
Oh no way, dude. New York? No.
Like upstate. I thought upstate.
Oh, that's T-Bird.
Oh, that's T. Yeah.
Yep, T-Bird's up in Champlain. I used to have, well, my dad used to have a house up that way, and we used to spend a lot of time up in the Adirondacks. Beautiful area.
Yeah, he shows like his go kart and his freaking dirt bike, and
Mm-hmm.
looks like he's got a good, nice little property.
He does, man. He's got a good life, T-Bird. He's got a nice setup, you know. He's got a
He
wife that lets him get away with anything he wants, supports him 100%. That's awesome.
could watch T Bird.
Hmm.
I said we could watch T Bird right now.
Oh, you got him on? Is he live?
Yeah, he just went live.
Yeah, I love his late streams. Try
I
and
catch
jump
him
in
at
there.
I catch him at work when I'm on break.
Yeah.
He's got Deneen, Mishy, Stacker. He's got 12 people in there, 11 people.
Oh yeah.
He gets a good little crowd in there every night.
Yep. Oh yeah. Why don't you say tell him hello from Monday Night Metals.
I'm gonna figure out. I'm gonna figure this out, and I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna do a raid. How to raid a channel on YouTube? I know you can do it.
Yeah. Oh, so we can raid him?
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean,
he'd get a
everybody
kick out of
probably
it.
just go over there, you know, just suggest it, and I'm sure everybody would go over there anyway.
Oh, we can redirect them without them having to move. That's
Yeah.
what I want to do. I know it can be done. Let's see.
Well, I know
Do,
we can do it on Whatnot.
edit settings. Live redirect. Yeah, whatnot. It's easy to do.
It is, yeah. I
Mhm.
tell you I got 3 raids the other night?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, sick. Got 3 raids like right in a row. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, see, they don't make it easy on here. I don't see it.
Mm.
Yeah, that's cool. And then people raid you. They make it so easy.
Yeah, but what was really cool about it is the hosts from the show. The host from the show came in and they were buying shit from me. And,
They're real supportive, just like the regular YouTube. You know what I mean?
yep.
They have their own way of doing stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually very surprised. Kazu Noah.
Yeah, you always. I'm not familiar with them, but you know them. Yeah.
Yeah, they came in and Keegan and they actually bought stuff from me and it was really cool. Brought a bunch of people in. So
Man, I know we can send them over there. Here, let me see. This says click the create button at the top right of YouTube. Select edit settings. Go to live redirect. I don't see that one. Create. All right.
yeah, but can you do it maybe on YouTube
Create.
but not on StreamYard or
Well, I got YouTube set up too, so
oh, okay. Yeah, but aren't you streaming from StreamYard?
well, oh yeah, maybe that might create.
I think you're gonna have to do it through
Create
StreamYard
stream
if you're
settings,
gonna
edit.
do it.
I don't see any settings anyway.
Hmm.
Whoops, I'm already in there. Excellent connection. Blah 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 blah. Manage. Dismiss. I don't know.
All right, here, let's just do it this way. Would everybody please go over into T-Bird's stream and rate him and tell him you came
There you
from?
go.
How's that?
That, that makes it easier. Thank you guys
Yeah,
for
just
being
go over
here.
to T-Bird. I know you're going to go there anyway, and I know you're not doing it for us, but we appreciate it.
It's on YouTube. Click in this live and go to content. Huh? I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah, but he's streaming. We're streaming from StreamYard. So I don't know if that makes a difference or not. SSM. I'm not sure if that makes a difference.
Yeah, I don't know either. Anyway, thank you everybody for being here as always. B Taylor, thanks for being here from the start to the finish. SSM, greatly appreciate you being here. FG Stacker, always a pleasure. Cartier already dipped out. Silver State Stacker, thank you for showing up as always, showing your support. Thank you for watching our playlist to help us push us over the edge.
Yep.
Stack Attacker Wager, if you're still here, appreciate you. Emperor Wang, thank you, appreciate you as well. Booty Girl Stacker, thank you for stealing Blue Collar's
Oh, shut up.
idea.
Hey, before I forget, Silver State, if you're still in the room, I'm going to the Goldbacks place tomorrow. The guy, remember I was telling you I was trading in some high denomination for some small denominations? Well, they came in today. He called me. I'm going there tomorrow. So I'll give you a full report on what the building looks like.
And there's more info that you will have possibly with that as well, correct?
Yes. That is correct. We haven't really discussed that yet, but tomorrow I will discuss that.
Yes, you'll have to let me know how that goes.
I will.
Saturday will be Humble Stacker on Blue Collar's channel. Monday will be Pure Metals on Blue Collar's channel.
Yep. So we got Humble Stacker on Saturday, Pure Metals on Monday.
All right, guys.
Nash from Pure Metals.
Nash.
Nash. How you doing, Nash? Actually, I made my first sale on Pure Metals this week or last week, I guess you'd say.
I was gonna tell Stacker Factor, but it was towards the end and I didn't get a chance to.
Yeah. Well, you can't talk about everything, so.
Yeah. Hey, Christian, Virginia, thanks for showing up. Is it better late than never? Always better late than never. We don't mind. No worries. Although we are coming to an end, it's been almost 3 hours.
Hey, Stuart, I'm gonna get some Florida gold back. So I'll send you a Florida gold back versus a, I don't know, whatever it is, New Hampshire, South Dakota, whatever I had. I'll send you a one of the Florida ones because I'm getting them tomorrow.
Did you let Silver stay in on the whole ordeal?
I did, yeah. I told
Okay.
them a brief synopsis of what we talked about.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I told him
Okay.
also that if that comes to fruition, he's got to come
Yes.
and join the party.
100%.
Yep. So let's hope, man. Tomorrow's a big day.
Yes. All right, guys,
All right.
go over to T-Bird's channel and say "bird is the word."
Bird is the word from Monday Night Metals. All right. Take care, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks for coming in. You guys were great as always. Thank you.
Later.
Bye-bye.